and
Okay.
that's like the most time we see a passenger service.
Right.
It's not even just that. The afternoon's the busiest.
Yeah.
And
Like we still have.
the evening is kind of busy, but it's not as busy as the afternoon.
Right.
Well, it's more consistent throughout the afternoon.
Yeah.
And this is just maybe me throwing smoke out the ass or whatever, but I honestly feel like there's actually like it's taken the position of the afternoon is like the lunch rush, people going from lunch from work, etc.
Well, if you look, it's the peak is 16, 17, 18, 19. Ah, you fucking.
$9 damaged. Uh
This is what I get for trying to explain shit and trying to run a train at the same time.
oh.
It's all right. Just when you get a chance, you can explain it to me later. Right now, I'll just focus on
No,
some
that's
work.
that's not even it. I'm not. I'm not even. What fucking Peace doesn't know, don't hurt him. Ma- Mask, don't say a damn word.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying a damn word, but the video sure has got it on camera.
But um, the afternoon service, if you take 12 off of each of those hours from 16, 17, 18, 19, that's 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock. So people are getting off of work at those times.
Yeah.
And we start our passenger service at like 4 in the damn morning.
Hmm.
Table
Okay.
starts at 4 a.m.
Basically, when interchange comes in, and then
Yeah,
freight
Yeah.
train, and then that's like what, like a shift and a half of passenger revenue service in without the mainline freight being in the way.
yeah,
Right.
Because we
Okay.
now have it to the point where still where we are always now having a second interchange.
yeah.
Okay.
And like Xavier said, like the one day when we were doing the interview live stream, there was this one session where we had like what, like 5 trains on the main line and that he had to deal
Yeah,
with.
yeah. It was like MOW, locals, fast freight.
Passenger.
Yeah,
The morning is the busiest time. There's no debating that.
yeah. Like in the mornings, we always lose a crew member because, or a certified dispatcher because someone has to dispatch mornings. They absolutely have to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it also makes my job a little hectic as well because I'm the Bryson Yardmaster. I'm sandwiched in between like the most busiest part of the railroad. I have MOW that kind every now and then comes through, the mainline freight service, my local, the Alarka turn job, the passenger trains, and then I have Logan's workstation that I have to run around with as well.
Yeah.
Well, that and also wood as well. You've also got wood.
I totally forgot about that wood train.
But just curious, so you mentioned a video. Do you video on YouTube, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started this whole thing almost a year ago, I want to say, where I just started
Right.
randomly doing live streams, and this has actually grown in popularity to where people actually watch the videos now, and
Oh,
we've actually.
okay.
They started asking for it again.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I see. See, yeah, no, that's fair enough, because I was wondering about that. See, I'm 23, but I act like a boomer sometimes, so so a bit of explaining is needed now and again, but there we go.
I'm the same
Um,
way.
Yeah.
yeah, but no, that's fair if the
Mm-hmm.
fans enjoy it.
Yeah, to like the point where I had like when we were doing the interview live stream, I had like 15 people watching the stream and they were asking questions.
You always get them. Well, there we go.
Well, that was the whole purpose of the video anyway, was to ask questions
Oh yeah,
because
yeah, of course.
and I want to run this up with you, Logan. I've been meaning to tell Pieces. The next time we have a full server, I'm doing another interview live stream because we've come a long ass way since the last one. And that was like in November of last year, I'm pretty sure.
No, it was sooner than that.
Was it?
Yeah, it's been sooner than that.
Yeah, but even then, in that short time period, look how far we came.
Oh yeah.
You even have the Spirit of West Virginia Southern, the 4301. Because that steam locomotive that's been since the beginning to the point where it survived multiple derailments, even a left open switch on Connolly Creek, everything.
Oh, 4301.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's never. I will fight and fight for that thing not getting sold.
I'm with you on that, Logan, because that was like our first actual mainline engine.
It was our first actual mainline engine.
Yeah. Like we still have the default.
Preserving it.
Yeah.
Well, I've been talking to Peace about it, and he's like, you're in charge of all trains and equipment. Like, if I'm not going to sell anything without your permission or move any equipment around with your permission, because with me being in charge of all trains and equipment, I can move any locomotive from any assignment and re-assign it somewhere else.
Well, I suppose if this mainline engine you're on about, you could have it preserved and then pull a special train now and again, like an enthusiast rail tour or something, just for the fun of it, for shits and giggles.
Well, it's not even just that. It's there's a train that still needs to be like worked. Like when we get Red Marble, that would be a perfect fit for it.
Yeah.
And that's the Graham County Pulpwood.
Fair enough then. At least it's still got work.
Yeah, that locomotive has been basically...
It would be perfect for.
Yeah, that locomotive is the definition of being through hell and back.
Like, that locomotive would be absolutely perfect for that run. Because it's not super heavy on tractive effort and stuff like that, but it can get the job done. Like, with Pulpwood going to Andrews and stuff like that, you're heavy coming down off of Red Marble, but you're light going up. So it would be perfect for that engine to do what it needs to do on that train.
And I can't even remember the last time 4301 actually even came out of the engine shed.
I actually need to take that engine and 3502 out to Dills.
You mean 3501?
Oh yeah.
You could actually put them on the wood train because soon I'm going. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 empties that can be sent out, unless you want just wait for the entire cut to get empty and then send them out.
Well, I'm waiting. Well, you need to be switching them cars out anyways, because that track 1 in Dillsboro is for empties heading out.
Yeah. Yeah, and we actually now have a pulpwood color-coded, thanks to Peace, to make it a whole lot
Yeah.
easier on us. Because that was the... When pulpwood first started, we just kept buying cars out of the ass because they just kept getting empty that damn fast.
Like, we couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah.
And it was like only, what, tier 3 or tier 4, and we were struggling?
Yeah.
But now we have it to where the one day there was nothing but pulpwood cars in Silva.
Yeah.
There was, what, like 30 of the damn things just sitting in there?
Well, we've got to the point now where wood coming out of Alarka, or not Alarka, but
Bryson.
Walker going to Whittier, because Whittier can't constantly use Conley for logs because it just
Yeah.
gets so backed up. We've started using Walker for logs as well. Well,
Yeah.
Conley is the main pulpwood, but there's a couple pulpwood cars being sent over to Walker as well to help with the flow.
Walker is
Well-
basically the emergency.
Well, it's not even just emergency. It still works, but it helps. It gives
Yeah.
that extra cushion that I've set up for this past year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with that extra cushion, helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, with that being said,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Walker, the 5801 goes to Bryson, drops its stuff off, and the Bryson local services Walker, and then when it
Mhm.
gets done, it'll bring it back down and be sent out. While Connolly gets serviced 2 or 3 times a day because that's how much wood
The sawmill goes
the
through.
sawmill goes through.
Yeah.
So that local is going up and down constantly.
Mm-hmm.
So we can push more cars through it. Well, it on the way back to Alarka or Silva, it can just pick up. It can drop off log cars and pick up
The empties.
pulpwood, loaded pulpwoods, and head east to Silva. And then on the way back, it can pick up empty wood cars, drop off pulpwood that goes to Conley, and then just keep on trucking to Bryson.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely perfect for that train.
Yeah.
Because it's heavy, but we've got a big enough engine on it to where it can run heavy shit.
Yeah.
And we have now to the point where we're actually needing helper units on our mainline freight train.
Yeah. We've got 4 SD7s,
Yeah.
and we're still using 2 GP9s. Our afternoon freights, our midnight freights heading back to Silva are 5,000 or getting close to 5,000 feet and
Pushing like
about a ton.
pushing like 6,000 or or 6,500 tons.
And it's more pushing about 4 to 5 ton.
Yeah.
For every foot of that train, there's about a ton and a half of mass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because we're always light coming in, but we're always heavy going out.
Yeah.
And it's also gone to the point where, and Logan, you're going to hate me for saying this, but it's also to the point where this railroad now has a superstition.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Every
What's
ti-
about them?
Don't. I'm not even gonna say it. I've already wrecked once today.
Well, I'm using AE Waypoint, so I'll say it because I know I'm going to get cursed again anyway. We had a Berkshire locomotive to run the mainline freight, and that thing could not stay on the tracks whatsoever.
Oh,
And its number was 6501. And we could not keep that damn thing out of the roundhouse. And Logan can attest to this.
Yeah.
It got
is
so
that because
bad.
it was?
It got so bad to the point where we started having. We actually had to sell it because that thing was just that bad. Now
It's
here's
getting more.
Go ahead, Logan.
Oh, sorry. Go on. No, no, no. Go on.
It got so bad to the point where after we sold it and we actually started mentioning it, bad things started to happen.
Right.
Like,
So it's not law then.
if you take a look in Bryson, the 3 mainline diesels are in the ground because anytime someone mentions that number, a derailment happens.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People call that coincidence. I call that sod's law. So yeah.
Yeah, but we actually took an oath to actually never say it unless if it's a new player.
Right.
And I'm not sure if you've been. It's been so long. I honestly don't even remember you being part of the WVS, my friend. I'm sorry for that, but
Well, even though I have been part of it for a little bit, this is the first time I've heard about it, so it still counts. I
yeah,
found a loophole then.
yeah, yeah,
Don't worry, you're not cursed.
yeah, yeah. But it got so bad to the point where we actually had to make it a rule not to say it.
Right. Okay, that's fair. I'm almost done in, well, doing the Whittier sawmill. I'm doing a good job there so far.
Yeah. A whole lot of people complain about Whittier and Silva, but that's because it's really not that bad now that we have it set back to non-hostile blocking. I mean, yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun for a while, but it just got such a pain in the ass of a job. Like it actually made us so that way the mainline freight crew, when they're building their train in the morning, they had like an hour or an hour and a half to kill before the second interchange came in, instead of just getting all their work done in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, well, I have a train ready to go to Silver when it can be picked up.
Let me actually take a look at Whittier just for the hell of it. Also, the Whittier local does service Wilmot.
Yeah, I will be needing to do that in a minute. Once I've done the Silver.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're keeping up on logs for right now, so that's pretty damn good. Yeah, and like every night when it happens, we usually skip like an hour right before before the mainline freight train departs, so that way we have a like an hour for the locals to bring out any more cars going to the interchange.
Yeah.
But however, Nantahala, we agreed on this. It only gets service once a day, inbound and outbound. We don't run out there more than once because that's just wasting coal and water at the point. And Nantahala really doesn't have that big of a coaling tower either.
No. But just enough to get the job done.
Yeah.
I looked into like a mod that has like a yard shed at Nantahala, which is a nice feature.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you need helpers in that area.
Yeah. Yeah, I run a modded server called the Montreal, Maine and Atlantic Railroad, and my mods some make people's PC hate them.
Yeah.
Because I have the Kirkland Coal Mine, the East Whittier expansion, and a Bryson Interchange and Bryson's Industries, and a whole lot of locomotive mods.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, I only did my server as like a de-stressor because there's sometimes the point where this server can get very stressful to
Yeah.
the
All right,
point
I'm back.
where I just like, all right, I need just some time to relax and get away from people. And I got to the point
What's going
where
on?
I was just telling him about my railroad,
Mm.
on how heavily modded it is and how it makes people's PCs hate them.
Oh, yeah.
You know all about that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in West Whittier that's gonna go to silver?
Let me check for you. Yes. You got pick up at the station house, and you got pick up at the stencil manufacturing area.
I'll get on with that in a minute then.
By the time I get done with MOW and doing it shit out here with not the hollow and stuff like that, Pulp will be ready to come down
Right.
in Bryson.
Yeah, we have it to where the wood train terminates at Dillsboro now, and Dillsboro is our main storage yard.
Yeah.
We have we probably have like $35,000 worth of cars just sitting in.
Oh, there's
Dills-
more than that. There's like $65,000 worth of equipment sitting in Dillsboro. That one boxcar mask
Yeah,
is full of parts.
for I thought we were going to get a little one for Dillsboro.
Uh, do you want the silver interchange in Whittier Yard Line 1 or Whittier Yard Line 2?
One.
Copy.
2 is like the overflow, and for pulpwood
Right.
cars.
Okay.
Actually, let me take a look at the track map real fast. Also, hello chat. Track map.
Oh, you're live.
Yeah, I've been live. That's why I said earlier when when you had your derailment, I was just like, I'm not saying anything, but it's captured on camera.
Hello, chat. You won't recognize me before. No,
Alright.
I'm messing.
Your track list. Hold on. Yeah, yard 2 is like for like the pulpwood and all that. Even I don't follow the damn track map on my yard sometimes.
Half the damn time.
Well, yeah, because half the damn time people just throw shit here, there, and everywhere.
And I clean it up.
It's not just you cleans it up. Everyone cleans.
Yeah, no. No, that's fair. But to be honest, I don't mind cleaning it up.
There are a lot of people that clean up a lot of different shit.
Yeah, because I'm not saying names, but there's quite a few people in the WVS that are lazy as hell. All I'm gonna say is that they know who they are.
Agreed. I may need to get water at Almond.
Are you running it manually or with AE?
Manually right now, but he's got 1,500 gallon of water.
Mm-hmm. I still.
Maybe. Oh,
I'm
sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just going to make this statement that I just don't see the purpose of having the Dillsboro diesel tanker out basically here because because the last time it got serviced was when we started first using diesels.
Fair point. Bringing up the
I got the empty pump wood, and that's why we don't mention the that locomotive in that number sheet.
No,
Right.
I dropped a piece of my fucking chicken.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I may
okay.
be going. I may be going silent in a little minute because I'm going to be having food as well. So I'll still be working, but eating as well. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm just going to be right back in a minute. I'm just going to check how food's doing. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, 1200 is in Whittier Yard at the moment, stationary.
Roger that.
All right.
Fuck me. This is another reason why we don't mention it. It fucks up our personal life too.
I'll let him. I'll let him know that when he gets back.
But no, I'll talk to Peace about moving that.
Yeah. Because I also want to talk with Peace, because this is like the big merger of my railroad, the WVS, and BSBM almost, kind of. I just don't want to be left
Yeah.
out. Because I
Well,
know.
we were talking about merging for a while.
Yeah. And then you came up with me and my idea, and I basically said no to be a dick, but I do have one paint scheme in mind for the railroad. I mean, it's not going to be as good because there's not a whole lot of paint mods, but
See, I don't know what Peace is going to do about the modded save.
he might just get rid of it because Gun hasn't been on in God knows when.
Yeah.
I deleted my mods folder for the modded save because it hasn't been up in a long time.
Well, I think they redid it too.
Yeah. It's gotten to the point where Gun basically just took control of that save.
Yeah.
Right, back to work.
And this is another reason why we don't mention that locomotive and number because it also messes up with our personal lives as well.
Oh, that deep is it?
Oh, it got
Dropped a piece
worse.
of chicken on the ground.
It got worse. We talked to a guy named Flower on Discord that just got this game, and we told him about it. And how long was it before he said he had his first derailment?
Like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, but that can happen to anyone.
We
happens.
even mentioned it in another game, and the whole server died during mid-service.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And we went with like almost like 15 days in that game without issue until we mentioned it, and the server died mid-service.
Right.
Oh, you also want to know what happened last night?
Go ahead.
Peace wrecked his truck.
Oh. Didn't know he had
Wait,
a truck,
he did?
But
Yeah.
Was it because of it or what?
I don't know. All I know is he wrecked his truck last night.
But yeah, this is why
okay, so
we basically took an oath never to speak of it.
Okay, because you got a cursed locomotive.
It
Yeah.
haunts us in our personal lives.
Yep.
Okay, unless one of your past crew members was a witch, I'll take your word for that. There we go.
It's not even a past crew member. It's a past unit.
Well, yeah, but I mean someone who
Whoa,
may have
what the
driven
hell?
the unit.
My train just randomly disconnected.
Okay,
fuck?
well, yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop talking about this now because this is getting this is getting freaky weird now.
Take a look. No, come outside. I'm just outside of Silva. I'm just outside that's the signal for Silva West. Take a look. My train just randomly disconnected.
This is perfect.
And I have video evidence. Hold on, I actually gotta turn myself down because I'm way too loud.
Is it supposed? Which end is it supposed to be?
3502. Take a 3502. There's video evidence of me not even clicking the coupler for that to happen. It just randomly disconnected.
Now, there's many things I believe in, Bigfoot, UFOs, but I'm not for this paranormal stuff. I do. Oh, oh dear. Oh dear.
Okay, I actually have
And
to
this,
check the cargo to make sure it didn't derail.
yeah.
Logan.
Yes.
Pulpwood car WVS 5001 is at 71%. Do you want to have that get sent to Bryson to get repaired?
Car maintenance for pulpwoods and dills.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, do you want to have that get repaired, or...
Yeah.
Alright, I'm taking a look at... I'm actually scared now.
So, you did... Right. Who's in this server right now? Because
Just
I
us.
know I didn't do that. Because I know I didn't do
I
that.
didn't do it. Logan's too busy eating chicken.
Yeah, my fat butt.
Okay, something really weird. And unless you two are good at playing Among Us, I don't know what's going on.
I have video
that-
evidence that this...
Because that's
wasn't
just
me.
way too. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. I'll try and keep my eyes out for the video. But all right, well, all right, that's enough for me. Then we'll stop talking about that because I live across the pond and I don't want to get hexed by this number. I don't want to get hexed by some digits. Okay.
But now you get... Yeah. I actually have cold chills because of that.
No, I just say America's full of weird shit. I think.
Well,
Just untapped paranormal. It's always in America or something.
Well, I mean, we do have
Well,
an
you also-
overgrown Oompa Loompa as president, so I mean...
well, here's another thing. This is what makes it like even more fitting. There's a rule in the actual
he's-
state of West Virginia.
He's told me this. He's told me this.
You don't go outside at night, especially in the mountains.
This
Sorry.
is a different rule.
Oh,
This is a different rule.
a real rule. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
go on.
Because there's stuff in the state that will kill you.
Yeah, I know. I know West Virginia's got Bigfoot and dogmen and weird freaky shit that you don't mess with. I know that.
Mothman.
Well, it's not
Big-
even just that.
Mothman. No, I think Mothman's paranormal, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's more paranormal than anything. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah.
But still,
I have to, now, of course, haven't had any encounter. The only encounter I've ever had in the UK, well, not in the UK, it was a holiday in Spain, was a UFO encounter, and I will admit that. But, But I like to think there is something out there, like there is evidence towards it, I find. Now, your chat can call BS on that, but I generally believe there's something out there. There's just too much evidence for it, I think.
Well, for my state, it's not even just that.
Yeah. But
Like,
like in West Virginia, I believe that, and you don't need mountain monsters to tell you that. But yeah.
well, it's not even just that. My house up in Morgantown
Yeah.
is like way out in the fucking sticks.
Oh yeah.
Now, my grandma is home with my uncle alone with him half the damn time.
Yeah.
Well, we have a long ass driveway, and we live deep in a holler, so no one really comes out at all.
Yeah.
And when they do, it's
Usually greeted by a
you-
shotgun.
well, yeah. You, if we don't know who you are, you're getting shotgun.
Right. Get off my damn property, boy.
Right. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, no, that's fair enough. But
But that's not even it. One day, both of them were sitting in our living room at home, and they seen a car go by down the driveway that looked like
Okay.
one of the other family members.
yeah.
One of the other family member cars. So my uncle walks out on the porch because they didn't expect them to be home that early. So my uncle walks out onto the porch and sees them backing into a parking spot in our little parking lot.
Yeah.
Do you live in a house or
So
a
he
3-star hotel?
It's just a little 3-car parking spot.
Ah.
That's literally just dirt.
Yeah.
But he walks out the front door, goes to the parking lot, and there's nothing there. Nothing.
Oh shit. Oh.
So he walks back inside, asks my grandmother, "Hey, did you see that car go past? Or did you see a car go leaving?" She says no.
You see what I mean? See what I mean? America is just full of paranormal stuff that just can't be bloody explained.
That's not even the best one.
Oh my, there's more. Oh,
Both
do tell. I want to hear it all now. I want to hear it. You got me invested. I want to hear it all.
So my brother, the second oldest, goes to high school.
Someone in my
Yeah.
live stream chat just called us crazy for talking about this. Shut up.
Oh, shut up! You don't know the real stuff. You no. To whoever that is, right? You most likely stay at home. Shut up! I want to hear this story. Please continue.
But anyways, sometimes he gets home with my little brother that goes to elementary school, or sometimes he comes home early. Well, this
Yeah.
happened on a Friday. So my uncle and my grandmother didn't know if they had a 2-hour early dismissal or whatever. But they see him walk up our little grass hill, walk onto the porch, walk around the porch that wraps around our living room, and just disappears.
You might have a
Oh.
skinwalker.
No, that's doppelganger stuff. That's doppelganger.
So my uncle-
Could be skinwalk. Well, then again, you don't say those words. Even Native Americans won't say that word. But
Well, I just said it.
My uncle
yeah, you're getting
gets
cursed, mate.
up, walks over to the front door that we've always walked in when we come home from school. That's connected to the porch. He gets up, opens up the door. He's not standing there.
Oh my.
So he gets his shoes on and walks the entire house.
Trying to find what was it? Your brother, was it, or what
Yeah,
did you say?
trying to find my brother to see if he was home.
Shh. Now,
This
see,
was at noon now.
oh god,
Normally he gets home about 3:30.
yeah.
So they wait for 3.5 hours to see if he comes home.
Does he?
Sure shit, he walks in at 3:30 on the dot.
Yeah.
And they're telling him what happens and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
he's freaking out too.
Yeah, no, that's freaky. That's some doppelganger stuff like that. And to anyone who says this is crazy, you probably stay at home most of your life. You don't explore the world or don't experience stuff, freaky
That's
stuff.
not even the best one.
But
Oh
I
my god, there's
actually
more.
have a paranormal story myself. Like,
Oh god, there's more.
well, do you want
Continue.
Logan, do you want to hear mine first, or do you want Logan? Do you want to continue
Yeah,
yours?
you go first.
So
Yeah, I want to
there's this
see which
place-
one's the best.
There's this place known as Zombieland, and it's back in the
Oh,
day. I
God.
looked it up. It's where the mafia did all their killing. And
Oh, no.
There's a report of Hangman Bridge and the Ghost Train. I have my scanner, and I'm doing rail fanning in the area because it's a quiet place. I don't get disturbed. There's not a whole lot of background noise. And all of a sudden, I start hearing the train whistle. And I turn my scanner on to the max. And there's no evidence of a train being in the area. There's no communication on the scanner. There's not even a crossing activation, but you could feel the rumble, you could hear it, and you could hear what sounds like freight cars thundering down the line. And this was within 5 feet of me.
Wow. No, it's like. Now, I definitely am not taking a punt or dissing you guys or anything. I listen with full intent and with respect because I do enjoy listening to what people have for an encounter or something like that. Because in Britain we don't have none of that. We don't have anything scary. What we got? Loch Ness monster, and that ain't even real. Like there is no giant serpent living in a lake in Scotland. There isn't. But
No,
you guys, you've got everything. You got everything. What we got? Just some drunk person in the city screaming, but that's it. Well, then again, we do have our haunted places. Like we do have two very haunted pubs, which I wouldn't mind wanting to see one day, but that might be a big mistake to do. But we'll see.
Dude, in my state, there's a Allegheny Trans Lunatic Asylum. I don't know if you've heard about it or not.
I've heard a little
And
bit
if you
about
have,
it. I think
What's
I've
it,
heard it.
Yeah.
it's a lunatic asylum that is haunted to its teeth.
Oh yeah. Well, all places like that are gonna be haunted. Anything bad happens there, it's definitely damn gonna be haunted. But do continue.
I'm not even like that place is established. It's been haunted.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like actual shit that's happened to my family and like stuff like that. But like another crazy thing that's happened at my house up in Morgantown is my uncle and my grandmother were sitting on the couch,
As usual. Yeah.
just as usual, watching TV. All of a sudden, the front door that me and all my siblings walk through when we come from school is just opens and creaks open slowly.
Oh shit. Yeah.
And they just turn off the TV and just listen for shit.
Oh, real fast, sorry to interrupt story time, Logan, but I have the empty pulpwood cars on standby and ready in Dillsboro.
Copy.
You break the suspense then. Yeah, continue. I'm messing though. I'm messing. Yeah, continue.
But so they
English.
My uncle goes out on the porch and looks around. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So
Yeah.
they go back inside, sit on the couch, and they just start listening. Next thing they hear is a door inside the house creak open. Bear in mind, this is during the week while everyone's at school.
Yeah. So there's no reason for a door to be creaking open because, yeah, you're
Correct.
on.
So he starts searching the house.
As you would, yeah.
Nothing. Not even
Oh.
like all the animals are in the living room with them.
Yeah.
No animal, nothing.
And there's gonna be no wind or no draft or anything like that, so
Inside the house.
yeah, even that is just oof.
Creepy in itself.
Right.
Yeah.
There's one that gets better than this.
Oh, this gets better and better. And
So-
here's me with just only a poxy UFO site, and I don't even know if it was a UFO, but I'll explain
Oh
it
no,
later.
I've got stories of up in Morgantown where we've seen multiple in the same night.
Yeah, not me.
I hate to
I'll
be
t- I'll
the,
t-
I hate to be the most downer of all downs, but for me, and this is my belief, call it as you is, but all UFO sightings are secret government projects. That's my belief. I don't believe in the extraterrestrial. Like, I'm not denying that there could be something else out there, but in my eyes, it's always the government's secret projects that someone accidentally catches. That's just my belief on it.
we all
But-
know. Well, we all know the Men in Black are working with the grey alien race. We all know that. But yeah, continue.
But this
I'm-
time,
I'm messing about that. MIB, don't come after me. I'm messing. Continue.
but this time it was my grandmother,
Oh,
my
yeah.
uncle, and the second oldest, like my next brother down the line,
Yeah.
which is the second oldest.
Yeah.
They were all in the living room, sitting on the couch.
Hmm.
They see eyes
Oh no. Oh, this
on the
gets.
porch,
Oh.
walking on the porch around.
Oh, that's so freaky. What color? Did they mention what color?
White,
White.
just white eyes.
Oh god.
And
Yeah.
bear in mind, there's a 75-inch TV in the living room
Yeah.
that lights casts to the porch.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at the TV, the porch is behind you.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah. I can picture it.
So they should be able to see a body.
Yeah, but they're only seeing these two white orbs of light that
Right.
appear as eyes.
Right.
Wow.
They turn on the living room light because it's got more light than just the TV.
Yeah.
The eyes disappear. Gone.
You see-
No body, nothing.
See, even if it's not aliens, there's something weird that happens that there's some point in our lives we experience something that's weird and can't be explained, and when we do try and explain it to people, we're discredited. Now, I believe you. You seem genuine enough, and I wouldn't kick down a down man when he's trying to say it, because sometimes people do see something that cannot be explained. It's very ignorant to say, "Oh, you didn't see nothing," because you see something some point in your life.
Well,
Which,
it's not even just that. All these weird shit has that only happened to me, my grandma, my aunt, my uncle, and my brother Matt.
that's
It's the
it.
That's it.
See, I bet if you met one of these sidekicks or something, you know, sidekicks, I mean a psych, or someone who speaks to the dead or something, they'll tell you it's like connected or something like
Yeah,
that. Something on that level of bullshittery, but yeah.
but it's not even just that.
Yeah, it's not.
Like, um, they would turn the living room light back on. Well,
Mm,
there's windows surrounding our whole living room.
yeah.
There's a window, like if you look at the TV and you're sitting on the couch, there's a window to the right that's like a little bit towards the kitchen that faces a cow field.
Yeah.
They saw the the two white eyes again right after they turned off the living room light in that window.
Yeah. Hmm.
I like how we're
One
just
second
casually running a railroad, and this started bringing up because of it.
Yeah, let's talk about mad shit. Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's mad or anything like that. Come on, let's make it exciting. I'm
And
invested
chat,
now.
oh, hold on, real fast, chat. If I see one message that you're an FBI agent, you're getting banned, and I'm shutting down my live stream, and I'm deleting my YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go into the forest somewhere in the UK because I don't want to be followed. Like, I don't want to be. I'll mess with few people, but MIB, that's someone I don't want to mess with.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not like,
But yeah,
how
yeah.
do you explain
Well,
1 second white eyes being on our porch, literally a half a second later they move to a window 40 feet away?
well. Now, like you say, you can't. There's just no way unless like light plays a trick. But then again, that doesn't work because you turned on the light in the main room, and you
Right,
couldn't see. So the only light was the TV.
Were
Now
you
I've
able
been
to see
inside.
Were they able to see a figure? Yeah,
no,
because I just looked.
Just the eyes,
So I just looked up
just the eyes.
creatures with white eyes for the shits and giggles, and not, the first few creatures I get popped up are nothing but rake photos.
Oh no, no, no! Don't mention that. Don't mention that. Ugh.
Was that
But
the one that said that was low on water? Oh, MOW.
4601, the one I'm in.
Where are
I
you
gotta
at?
go up. Mile mark, just in between mile marker 79 and 78. I've got to go up to.
Alright.
well, like I say, the only thing I could think of is like certain wavelengths of light
Right,
reflecting off, well, certain energy. Like the human can only see certain types of light,
right.
different ranges of wavelengths,
We
and
can
can
only see
see
about
different.
2% of all light.
Yeah, this is why I think like creatures like Bigfoot might be able to hide. Yeah, Bigfoot might be a real creature, but it could also. But how something that big and real hides so well?
Right,
You know, I think these creatures, whatever they have an ability to hide in certain wavelengths of light. That's what I'm thinking. Call that crazy you will. Yes, I studied applied science, but call me crazy, but that's my theory. That's what I think. These
Now,
things or whatever, they have an ability to hide in certain types of light that we can't see. And then when the conditions are right and those wavelengths can be seen, that's when you might see them. You know, it just that's what I'm thinking. It's crazy. I have no evidence to back this up. It's just me thinking about it, but that's what I think.
alright,
only,
Jonesboro Local is done for the day, by the way.
okay. Can you go to Bryson and check and see if the Bryson local and the pulpwood up there is done? Because last time I checked it, had like 49.1 tons, so it had like 0.9 ton to go.
Alright, let me check. Yep, it's all ready to come down. I'm bringing this monstrous train down.
Okay. But like,
By the way, the thumbnail of this better be like railroads and UFO talks. Like, come on, it's gotta be in the thumbnail. But yeah, continue.
yeah.
As soon as I hop on the server, already we're talking about mad stuff. But yeah, continue.
So
I just
one
feel
night,
I'm just picturing the two viewers are in the same room right now and looking at each other like, are we on drugs? No, we're not.
no, I'm
so-
completely fucking sober.
No, folks, you are on a roller coaster of events. You're going to hold on tight and enjoy this stuff. Yeah. And no, I am certainly not on drugs. Don't do drugs. Don't smoke. Don't drink.
Right, exactly.
I just simply have autism. That's all I've got. I've just got energy. That's all.
Well,
But
now
anyway.
now everyone's going to call us highly autistic.
Anyways, it was me.
They're probably ADHD or something, but yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah. Anyways,
it's either those two tech trees, autism or ADHD. You gotta pick one of the two.
Or the third option is you have both.
Oh, that would be an unholy combination.
Plus OCD.
Oh, yeah.
I actually.
Oh no! Hold on. That's me in a nutshell. I'm just on the spectrum to where I have high functioning autism, and it still be verbal.
Yeah.
Matched with my ADHD and my OCD.
The last time I seen Logan have a complete mental breakdown is when he found out that every single locomotive, including some of the passenger cars, had West Virginia spelled wrong. It was like West Virginia. And he had
I spent an hour fixing every little thing.
And he had a complete mental breakdown too.
Complete crash out.
Oh yeah.
Okay. But where were we then? Where were we?
Oh, I was getting ready to talk about a UFO story.
Oh yes, continue. Yes.
So it was me, my aunt, my uncle, and my brother. We were outside looking at the stars and shit like that.
As you would, yeah.
Because we like looking at that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
When you live out in the middle of nowhere, name me something better to do with your time.
Agreed.
Yeah. Like, you got no Wi-Fi. Well, no, you have to have Wi-Fi, otherwise you wouldn't be playing this game. But
well, I'm not there right now, but out there they do have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Because they don't have cell service.
Yeah. Not that I would say you need Wi-Fi in your life, but here we are. But yeah, continue.
So the four of us were outside looking at the stars.
Yeah.
We see a triangle of lights.
Ooh.
Not stars, lights. And there were 6 lights.
Yeah. Like a formation of
it's not even
triangle.
Well, it was like a blob of 2, a blob of 2, a blob of 2, making up 6 total lights of like a triangle.
Okay. And the overhaul is done on the veterans unit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was a triangle of 6 lights. The alternation was red, green, red, green, red, green, in a triangle formation.
Yeah.
Well, me seeing red, green, red, green, red, green is me thinking of airplanes.
Yeah.
Or a helicopter.
Yeah.
But then again, if it was helicopters or airplanes, you would hear it, and I imagine you didn't hear it.
Yeah, we didn't hear anything because I even pulled up like my flight radar app.
Oh yeah.
There was nothing around us. The closest thing to us was a plane 150 miles south of us flying east.
Yeah.
That was the closest thing to us. So now we're looking up and staring at this.
Now, this is going to probably sound very stupid or something like that, but you don't. It could. Do you think it could have been someone with someone with drones fucking with you?
No.
Like, yeah, because that's stupid alone. Because, well, not saying stupid, but think about it. He's living in a bottom of a hollow in the middle of West Virginia.
Right.
Who in their right mind is going to put in the time and effort to buy 6 drones that can produce a powerful enough light just to hover over someone's house in the middle of the woods just to play a prank?
You'd be
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't mean to sound a downer, and I don't mean to sound a dick, like a dick.
Yeah, I know.
But you'd be surprised on how many people have way too much goddamn time on their hands.
Yes, but
But
like,
these
yeah,
are
no.
all old people that live around us. They're not. I'm not saying nothing about old people, but these old people don't know nothing about drones and don't know
They're not,
nothing about electronics.
they're not technically savvy. Let's put it
Ex-
that way.
Agreed.
Hey, is there anything coming on the main line to Bryson? Because I'm about ready to hop on the main.
No. No.
There's a train coming down from Walker, which will be on the
Yeah,
Bryson main line.
that's my train.
Oh, that's you. Oh, that's
Yeah.
you.
The
Okay.
only thing that's heading to Bryson right now is 4601, and I'm sitting in Almond getting water.
All right. I have to do a little preparation for you. When you come in to Bryson, come in on the second main. Don't enter on the yard track. Just come in on the second main.
Okay, well, I've got to back in on. I've got outbounds.
Yeah, because Bryson Yard right now is filled.
It's not filled.
It's gonna be soon. Also, why is
Not really.
the 7101 just sitting out on track 3 when it clearly needs to get
Because
repaired?
I haven't gotten a chance to get around to do it.
All right, I can take care of that for you when I get the time.
But anyways,
Anywho,
the
let's
three
continue
of
the crazy
us
story.
I'm all for it. It's more exciting.
look down and reach for our phones.
Yeah.
We take our we look back up to get ready to take a picture of it, and when we look back up, all of it's gone. Like all of it.
Was this recent or just a long time ago?
This was about 6 months ago.
So
Pretty much by the time when those weird drones were flying over America. Then, but then again, why would one end up near West Virginia? Doesn't make sense, that one.
yeah,
no.
I remember that story being on the news. Like there was a whole lot of weird drones or balloon sightings, and the U.S. government actually shot one of them down, only for it to find out that was a Chinese spy balloon or something.
Yeah, weird stuff like that. But
They're just gone. Like we would hear and see a drone leave because they're not that fast.
oh yeah, no, yeah, drones make a
But
buzz.
if they just like disappear, like what the fuck?
It's freaky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go on.
Nothing. I'm just going to make a little fun of Logan saying that he likes freaky stuff.
Shut the fuck up, Mask.
Now,
Hey, can you go ahead and build out that number 5 train the correct way?
Yeah, I'm just pushing it in right now.
Okay. Well, I've got your live stream pulled up as well.
Oh, so you're one of the 3 viewers.
yeah,
Yeah.
what's chat saying now about us? Are they
Chat
still
is-
saying
There's literally
The
chat is
we-
quiet.
Yeah, chat is quiet.
Is it blown away by our crazy stories or
I
something?
have
or
no clue.
they're just a bunch of
I
introverts?
have a bad feeling that the 2 of the viewers are, one of them might be my mom and one of them might be someone else on my family.
I wouldn't
Hello-
be surprised.
Hello, Massman's mum. Hello. Yeah, no. But
Oh, and I'm saying this on stream shut up, YouTube. But the one time I was on the phone with one of my friends that was a female, my mom comes into the trailer on their property, and I shit you not, she said, "Here's some lotion, here's some paper towels, clean up when you're done."
Oh, oh,
Damn.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, was this to you or your friend or what? What?
So my one female
You've,
friend,
you've
my one
taken me back 6 paces here, mate.
my one female friend, I call it to check up on her every time. Every time she's going through a little bit of a rough struggle right now. And the last time I was over, we were FaceTiming, and I just told Mom, "Hey, I'm going to be on the FaceTime with one of my friends. Her name is Lainey." And so I go out into the little trailer they have out there, and next thing I know, my mom comes into the trailer, and she's just like, "Here's some paper towels, here's some lotions. You two have fun. Clean up when you're done."
Well, at least she was
Hell
considerate.
yeah.
Well, at least she was considerate and approving of it. She's like, "So no, I ain't gonna go down that territory. I don't want this video not getting on YouTube. I ain't gonna go down
Oh,
that."
we've said a lot worse on YouTube.
Oh, she's approving of it, but
No,
yeah. Well,
no,
mother's always there for you.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Oh, my mom is the most laid-back mom ever, but there was this point in time,
Yeah.
and getting back to this part of YouTube stuff, I actually got 2 Gmails from YouTube because of the stuff that we said.
Oh, come on, YouTube.
And-
YouTube, we need content.
Well,
Yeah.
Need I remind you, this was when we haven't gotten together for what was it, like 3 or 4 months, Logan?
Well, Siege hasn't been on in a while. You and me have played recently, but not on here.
Well, I mean, the last time when we had a full server, we had a proper dispatcher, we had an actual train crews.
Yeah, it's been a couple months.
Yeah, so we're all getting our funny out, and I feel so bad for Wild because he was brand new and he got introduced to the chaos.
Oh, yes.
And P said something. Whoop, that was a tiny fit, and I said, "You sure know all about tiny things." And he just goes, "Well, that's why my name's Tiny." And Logan, say what you said.
Oh.
Logan, this is all you because this is your next part, brother.
I don't care. Just go for it.
Logan,
he's building up suspense. Come on, Logan.
He was either eating or drinking. I forget what.
Wait, what happened? What just happened just now? I had to kick my brother out. What?
Right.
I told him about after P said, "Well, that's why my nickname is Tiny," and you either.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead because this was all you. You said something I can't remember.
Oh no,
right now.
just keep going. I'm trying to take a drink of water.
All right, but anyways, Logan, he's either eating or drinking. I swear, and all I hear is, "I got something in my mouth." God damn it! Fuck y'all, and we just start giggling a little bit, and the next thing you know, next thing you know, P says, "Hey, it's good enough to get the job done. You see my daughter." And that was the breaking point for all of us, because we all just started dying of laughter.
Oh, God.
I remember this shit, because, see, here's the thing. I had my sweet tea next to me. And as this was going down, bear in mind, my fucking desk. I'm sitting and staring at my computer that's $2,500. Next to me is a $1,000 bed, and on the other side of me is a $500 TV.
Oh no.
And they start saying this shit
while you're drinking tea, yeah.
While I'm taking a sip of my tea. Because at the time, I was dispatching. So I had to keep my mouth, not getting cotton mouth. Because I was constantly talking and changing shit. Well, I'm in the dispatch office, listening to the radio, and they say this shit. Well, bear in mind, I have everything on the Discord laid out right and ready to go.
Yeah.
And squared off. So I'm just sitting there relaxing, waiting for something to come up that needs my attention. So I'm just sitting there listening and shit like that. Grab my sweet tea, take a drink of it, and they say it. I was like, oh fuck, I'm fixing to destroy something. So I quickly swallow it.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, I just start coughing. And they can hear me at this point. Fucking Max starts going. Wild. Peace. Gun.
Oh, God.
Xavier was on too.
Like everyone just started laughing their fucking ass off at this point. Well, I'm over here trying to correct myself from choking, from not trying to destroy $4,000 worth of shit.
I'm losing my shit already.
Spit to my right, because I can't spit to my right because I've got $1,000 bed sitting. I'm staring at my $2,500 computer, so I'm definitely not wanting to spit on that. And I've got a $500 TV to my left. That's a part of my setup. So I don't want to spit on that either because then I have to go clean my TV.
Oh.
Well, underneath my desk is a power strip, an internet router, an outlet that connects to my AC unit, and like a whole lot of electronic that make everything in my room work. And that's the only two outlets in my room that don't have something that I can't extend out of, that are close to my desk.
Yeah.
So I don't want to destroy either of them outlets. So, like, where am I supposed to go except to swallow it?
Oh. And which led to you coughing, and then that's just comedic timing.
Yeah, I think the point when we all started laughing our asses off is when P said, "Hey, it's good enough to get the job done. You see my daughter," and that was the breaking point.
Yeah, that was the break.
Because we were all giggling about you coughing a little bit because you said, "I got food in my mouth, god damn it, fuck y'all," and as soon as he said that was the breaking point. Yeah. And it was live too, and there was like 10 people in the just chat watching when that went down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, funny.
It was.
And I forget, it got to the point where we got too funny that I actually got a phone call from my mom mid-live stream.
They made me stroking. Oh, no.
I actually have tears now because I'm holding back my laughter.
Yeah.
Like, all in good fun, but damn, that was
painful, yeah.
It was painful not only for us, but more painful that the fact that I actually got an email from YouTube because of it.
Oh yeah, that was even fun.
And I was just like, well, I don't get monetized, so why should I care?
Yeah.
But I think the most important thing about all of this, Wild, is that we have to pray that this server never gets leaked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lord help if this place gets leaked.
Is it just to avoid certain people?
No,
I guess
we will actually be put on a terrorist and an FBI watch list if this gets leaked. And we may or may not get multiple visits from local law enforcement as well.
Oh, because people want to cause trouble and want us to get banned, right?
Well, it's not even just that. Some of the weird and crazy shit we've said in here.
Like,
we'll get you into trouble, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want to say...
Well, thank God
You
Well,
haven't
thank God.
seen Pieces and his girlfriend's conversation in here.
Oh God.
Oh.
And
Well,
let's
I'll
just
be
say,
looking for. Well, then I'll
let's
be
just say,
trying to spend a bit more time then, and look forward to that then.
let's just say it's
No.
Well,
very.
this happens like way late into the night, like 10, 11 o'clock my time. So you're already in fucking bed.
I'd say for me, I'm either lawfully good or chaotic neutral. I enjoy chaos. I enjoy it. I do. So a
Oh,
good
dude.
so a good chuckle will make me laugh.
I'm just going to put it like this: a majority of us, yeah, we're racist, but we make it to where it's funny, ha ha type racist. Like it's all
It's
good.
not. It's not.
Oh yeah, as long as you can make it funny, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not even that we're not even racist.
No,
Like, I'm not.
it's just people who can't take a joke. It's for goodness sake.
Right.
Or we
Like,
actually
it's
start.
just one of us joking around with each other, trying to make it fun and environment and shit like that.
Yeah.
One person takes it too seriously and fucks everything else up.
That
Yeah.
or they take it way too far, like bacon sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Mass, did you see that report on that one car in Dillsboro?
Hold on. I'll have to. What report on the one card?
It's done.
Oh, okay.
Do I have? Sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say, all right. 5801 can handle that because I'm too lazy to even drive back out that way.
Yeah. Does 1200 have permission to go down to Wilmont to perform a delivery service?
Yeah.
Granted.
All right, head in there now.
And that's the thing because when we don't have a dispatcher, everything is on ABS. We actually we all have to literally be on the main line unless we're in a yard.
Yeah.
Like this one time, I was actually dispatching, and I was a total. I don't want to say I was a total dick, but I was a little bit of an annoyance to the.
You were a fucking dick. You were a dick. Don't lie. You were a fucking dick.
I told Logan, like, hey, next time I'm going to be dispatching, I'm going to be like the Norfolk Southern Conway Terminal dispatcher. And Logan, I forget what you said, but you're just like something on the lines like, what's that? Or what do you mean? Or something like that. And I just replied with, oh, you'll see. And every time I would not answer.
He had someone sitting in fucking Bryson for 2 fucking.
Oh, you monster!
And
that train waited on a log pulpwood train, passenger times 2, and the fast freight.
Oh, you must have hated someone on that train. You must have, you monster.
and so,
Like, why?
Because he can, for the fun of it.
and not only that, but Shane, Logan's uncle, tried calling out to me after I finished my conversation with Peace. He said, Bryson, Vero Loco to dispatch. I immediately muted myself.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he waited like 5 minutes before he tried toning me
See,
up
like,
again.
well, like, recently we've added this. A dispatch tone.
Right.
For when we have big servers and there's a lot of people on the main line talking and stuff like that. So, it's a requirement by the server to have the soundboard turned up.
Ah, okay.
To hear
Yeah.
dispatch tones coming across.
Okay.
Now, the only person that doesn't need to have the dispatch or the soundboard turned up is the dispatch.
Yeah.
Because we make it a requirement to have dispatchers be good at hearing.
Yeah.
And actually physically listen during big op or like busy mornings and stuff. Because you have to listen as a dispatcher for people either calling you out or stuff like that or toning
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on, guys. Could you take over 1200? I gotta grab food a second.
you.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. Coming now. What do I do? Should I set on AI or what do I do?
AI
Should
or
I stop it? I'm on
just
the,
set it to
because
AI.
I'm on
Wave
the main.
pointed out. Wave pointed out to Wilmot for us, please. If
Okay.
not, someone won't catch it.
Yeah, I'll get it now. Set to.
By the way, Logan, my operations report for you is that I'm moving the passenger cut into the repair tracks.
Okay, I've got a boxcar ready to come out.
Yeah, I'll
Right,
come
so-
out and collect that, and I'll put it on
Okay,
on the first
Okay.
yard.
I've set a waypoint for it.
thank you.
Right. I'll be back in a bit. I'm just gonna grab some food. Be right back.
Alright.
Hmm. I also moved 7101 into the engine shed. So track 3 is now clear for you to come in with the freight train if needed.
Okay.
Yeah, track 3 and track 5 are clear in the yard.
Well, I've got outbound, so I'll probably just put it on. I'll probably just go ahead and put it on one, and then I've got to put 40.
I already have outbounds on track 1.
Well, I want to clear the yard, like go all the way to the. I want to come through the yard, clear all the way through the head end
Mm-hmm.
or the lead out there, and then back onto one.
Ah, I see what you're saying now.
And then I want to take 4601 over to the roundhouse and get coal and more water, put it in for repair. Because I'm coming down to the 25 past Hemingway.
Alright, just be advised with multiple hot rails in Bryson, though.
Copy.
Yeah. Now, are you wanting to enter on main 1 or second main?
I'm going to be entering on yard 1.
Alright, so I'll align you for the switch.
I mean, I can leave these cars right past you. Like, once you go ahead and push those passenger cars in, I can leave these cars just past you. Go ahead and just put this into the roundhouse right past there, and you can just push these into.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and do that? I'll leave my local out of the way, and you could just come in on yard 1, drop the cars off, and then go in the roundhouse.
Okay, I need you to hurry up and finish with.
I'm already out of the way.
Whittier.
Oh,
Well, I
Whittier.
need you to hurry up and finish with Whittier, because there's pulpwood ready to come down, and logs ready to go up.
Alright. Alright, I'll get that as quick as I can. My grandmother just came back with dinner.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh,
Alright.
perfect.
Yeah, can you retake over Whittier Siege? I have to go eat. My grandmother literally just came back with dinner. Everybody's eating chicken tonight.
Yeah.
Alright,
Guess what I've got?
What do you
Yes.
have?
I got maple pork chops and chips. I'm eating good tonight, boys. I'm eating
Okay.
good tonight.
Is now, from what I've seen, chips is fries, correct?
Oh, let me explain. Yes, yes. Think of fries, but a lot bigger.
So potato wedges.
Sort of. Just think of like a fry. Yeah, like think of one fries. You know, like a fries,
Yes.
and then double it in size.
Okay, so a potato wedge, a deep fried potato wedge.
Yes, in fact, I'll take a picture just to show you what I mean, because they're
Yes.
crinkle. Yeah, we call those chips, which in your place you would call them chips, which we would call them crisps. So
Right.
either way, it's good food, it's delicious, and I'm going to be devouring it.
One thing you need to try is barbecue pork chops.
Already on that. Can't get enough of. If you were doing a barbecue, I am a barbecue king. I am good at that stuff. Um, where should I take the picture of it? Where does it go into? See,
Screenshots and media.
was it strange?
Screenshots and
Oh,
media.
screenshots and
Right
media.
underneath. Right
Yeah,
underneath general.
yep. Okay. Oh, need permission. Give me a second. Photos, full access camera. Yeah. Okay, so the picture I've sent, you'll see.
Oh no, those are just regular fries.
Yeah, we call those chips. We do have fries, but they're a lot smaller. But yeah, those are what we call chips, which in your place would be something completely different.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll get on with chanting with 1200 while I'm eating. So yeah.
When as soon as you get done with that, um, try to get done with that as fast as you can
All right.
because
Eating
I
on the
need
go
you
then.
I'm back. I'm back.
because I need you to go up to take up L2 cars from the sawmill
Right.
and put them up in Conley and bring down Pulpwood.
Roger, Roger.
But getting back to my dispatching story real fast, Siege.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this dispatcher called that goes by the name of Mike, and he's a dispatcher for Conway Terminal. He
Yeah.
is the most laziest dispatcher you'll ever meet in your damn life.
Lay back.
My buddy Bill worked for the Youngstown Southeastern Railroad, a short line, and
Yeah.
he called out to Conway Terminal, and the dispatcher said proceed on signal indication. Over 3.5 hours before they got the signal.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Hey, do you just want to push them cars down in one?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm actually kind of glad that Hewitt is getting a little bit of an overhaul update because the current industry for it is just sad.
Yeah. So it's good that's getting an update, but this dispatch, you didn't think to say, "Oi, can you get me moving?"
Oh, it gets worse. My buddy Bill worked for another railroad for Camp Chase, and guess how long he had to wait?
I shudder to think. 5?
I'm gonna say about 4.5 hours.
8 hours in a Norfolk Southern yard before they got clearance to go back to home rails.
Damn.
Hey, is this in real life or
Yeah.
game?
This is real life. This is real life.
Oh shit!
Bill's a real life engineer.
In our game, we tried not to do that because
I only did it.
Shit.
I only did it for that one time because everything has been running smoothly for almost like a solid 2 months, and I was just like, I want to throw a wrench in it, and boy did I!
I
Yeah.
thought you was talking about a game a minute ago. 8 hours waiting for dispatch in a What do you do with yourself in the locomotive? You can't just like get out and go for a coffee or something. It's like, what do you do?
Yeah, and
Play cards or something?
he actually got annoyed, and it wasn't until the second dispatcher, when they exchanged dispatchers, that let them go back to home rail.
Damn.
Dispatchers over here are dicks.
Thank, well, thank God then I'm trying to not get an apprenticeship over there then. Because I wouldn't mind working on the railway in my country, but trying to get jobs or apprenticeships at the moment is quite tough. Like getting your foot in the door is probably the hardest thing to do, but once it's in, you're
Same
off on
thing
a
over
roll.
here.
Yeah.
Logan.
Yes.
Virginia 32774 is at 47%. Do you want me to dig that out and put it for repairs?
Yes. It shouldn't take long, but yes.
Alright, well, where do you want it then? Because there's like no route.
Put it behind 9101 and the deadline.
9101 dead. 9101.
Behind the
Oh.
behind the SD7s and the deadline.
Oh, the pool storage track?
Yeah. Well, no. Like the maintenance track. But behind all the SD7s.
You want me to actual couple up to the SD7s for it?
Yeah, just go ahead and couple it up to the SD7s, and by the time the SD7s are done, that should be done.
Okay, yeah, because that does count as the repair truck too, right there.
And there's space behind the SD7s for it.
Yeah. Out of this entire railroad, we've only had like 1 or 2 hot boxes.
You want, like, the next hot box? I believe it's going to be on an engine.
It's going to be on one of the steam engines or the passenger train itself.
Because we don't.
Yeah.
Like I don't. It should be up to the train crews to do that, and keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Technically,
I'm
I'm
just
supposed to be in charge of the maintenance guy.
Well, I'm in charge of all train maintenance, not upkeep. Like, I just deal with all the maintenance that you guys cause.
Yeah. The one thing I'm curious if they're going to add this anytime in the future is if dynamic braking will be a thing.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't see it becoming a thing.
I'm hoping the baggage car, the passenger train, actually gets a purpose to be used. Like,
Yes.
For like,
that's actually going to happen from what we've been hearing.
Like for actual baggage or for mail, which I'm more for.
It's going to be used for mail.
Yes. Finally, and it gives good money.
It's going to be used for mail, and it's going to be as
Like, if mail is going to be a good profit, that's going to help with the passenger train, or you just have a post train, which is what I'm more for.
Well, now this is just historically speaking, but Amtrak, back in like the late 80s to early 2000s, handled a whole lot of mail and express freight almost.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's what Peace is going to turn into, is express and express freight.
Well, the UK used to be the king of mail. We had mail trains, all sorts. We were the kings of it, and then, well, things don't last forever, let's say. It was a golden era back then. What a pity. I'm almost done in Wilmont, by the way.
Mask. You've also got a coal car to dig out.
Yes, I know. I see it. And we basically have a little bit of a heritage program on the WVS as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got heritage units now.
We got
we've got multiple heritage units.
There's obviously the 4301, which I don't care what anyone says, but that is the spirit of the West Virginia Southern.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we have the 1945, which is actually the very first diesel we've ever owned, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's honoring the veterans, like for military, Air Force.
Yeah, Civil War and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And now we have one for the first responders, like for firefighters and EMTs and police.
Also, Mask, I went ahead and already set up the turntable just for you to back down and get my box car and the coal car.
Roger that.
That diesel you just mentioned, that representing for the veterans of each war, is that including Independence Day?
Yeah, it's including everything veterans.
Yeah. Independence Day, that's when, of course, America became independent and a free nation against the British, which they call that a victory. I call that a lucky escape. But history's history.
Just remember who's got more power.
Logan, just out of curiosity, just for the shits and giggles of it, do you want to just take that damn caboose?
Take what?
Take the damn caboose on the wood train?
No.
Okay, I'm done in Wilmont and heading back up to Whittier.
Copy.
So, I know we agree not to talk about it again, but I'm just saying this, but we mentioned the locomotive and the number once, what Peace did, and let's just say there's a live stream video out there of someone putting 11 hopper cars on the ground. I'm not lying. Logan can attest to that.
What is it?
The time Kelly put 11 hopper cars on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
That was our worst derailment ever.
Jeez.
And we're getting ready to approach the 1-year anniversary for it.
So what are you planning to do? Bring back the locomotive and do it again?
Oh, no, the locomotive's still here.
It's still here?
No,
yeah.
I think he's talking about the 650.
Oh, no, not that locomotive, but the locomotive that Kelly derailed with them. Ours is still.
Right, okay.
That was 4301.
No, that was the 4 Jeeps.
No, it wasn't the 4 Jeeps.
The incident with 4301 was when I left the switch open at Connolly Creek.
Oh, no, we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of that.
Or did that already happen? Hold on, I actually have to go into the Discord. General chat.
518. Oh, yeah, that did already happen. 518.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me actually check Kelly's report on the incident. No, that's incident reports. There's your 2 derailments, Logan. There's my major derailment. There's dead stupid derailment. Fucking hate him. Kelly, where's Kelly? Kelly had a shitload of derailments.
I'll tell you, these maple pork chops, they're banging, they are. They, just delicious.
And then there's hold on, I can just be lazy and I can open up the internet to go to the live stream. Alright, my videos, my live. Okay, so this live stream that I'm doing currently right now has had 35 views.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Derail Valley, Youngstown Alliance, join. Let's play rail fanning on American Trucking Simulator. Having fun. A whole lot more West Virginia Southerns. Our worst derailment ever was on January 14th, 2025. And then...
That was Kelly's derailment.
Yeah, that was Kelly's derailment with the 11 hopper cars on the ground. Also, hey, TNR, we're doing okay.
See, I originally started my railroad experience on the C&W when that was alive and booming, and not so much now.
Believe it or not, quite a few of us are actually ex-C&W members.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. That we probably might have bumped into each other before then. But yeah, no, C&W. That's pretty much where I got most of my experience. It was a fun server.
That's
until yeah.
This is actually how I've met Logan. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, who has control of 1206?
It was me.
Oh.
I was working it while you were trying to find it.
Okay. Well, I have control over it now, so.
Okay.
But 5801, you got the green light to depart out of the yard. You may proceed when ready.
Okay. Siege.
Yeah.
When you get into Whittier.
Yeah.
And you drop your cars off.
Get up to Connolly.
Well, there's a line of L2 cars. Just take the L2s. Because someone brought down a little cut of L3 or left down here a little cut of L3s. Okay, so I've got to wait.
So just take up L2.
Yeah. It should be the first. It should be all the ones up front except for the last 4.
Yeah, I'll deal with that as soon as.
But I'm going to make my way over to you in 4601.
5801.
Oh, yeah, 5801.
Besides the passenger freight and the mainline freight, the number 5B does is like the only one that really doesn't run on the main line that often. you have a higher chance of seeing the fast rate more than 5801 because that's like only runs pulpwood 90%.
You have a higher chance of seeing 5801 than you do fast.
Yeah.
This train gets run twice a. Well, it's about the same with a fast freight. Fast freight gets ran twice a day. This gets ran about twice a day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the fast freight like runs every day. This one runs every other day.
Oh yeah, you're right. It runs about once every other day.
Mm-hmm. It runs once loaded, once twice loaded, and then there's like a like 2 or 3 day time period before it runs again. All right, you're clear of yard limits. I just want to point out that the milepost speed restriction sign for walker says 15, but the AI clearly says you could do 20, 25 on it.
Yeah, I know.
That is like one of the most biggest annoyance I have with this game right now. And it used to be for the longest time that tight ass corner. Hold on, let me find it again. That tight ass corner at milepost 78.
Oh yeah.
That is, I refuse to believe you could do 30 in that. That is way too tight.
Oh yeah.
Like even the AI, when we did the excursion train out there, it slowed all the way down to 20 for that.
Ooh, I'm so tempted to go back for seconds for those pork chops because they were delicious.
Go for it.
There's really
I
nothing
will in a
happening
minute.
until we skip time.
I know, but I will in a minute. I just gotta go deal with these logs.
Yeah, he has food there. I don't know what he wants. Give him a piece of the chicken.
So Siege, I've got to ask:
Yes.
is there a tea time over there?
Yes. We have a concept known as tea time. It comes either. I'm just trying to think. Breakfast, dinner, tea. Yeah, tea comes after dinner. And no, it's not literal where we just have time for tea drinking. We just do that all the time. Keeping up with stereotypes must keep that in check. But no, we do have a concept in the UK, well, as known as tea time, which is basically it's like dinner, but more in the afternoon sort of thing. So you can see why the British gain. You can see why the British gain so much weight because we have 3 meals a day.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm messing about that. Yeah, no, we do have something called tea time. Yes.
I had to ask.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Anyway, I'm a Welshman. I despise the English. No, nah. Which won't mean much anyway to you guys. Anyway, yeah, but anyway. Yeah, the Welsh harbour deep vengeance against the English. Anyway. Right. I'll take the logs, empty skeleton cars up to Connolly and bring back down Pulpwood.
Yeah, just bring down Pulpwood. Leave the L3 cars up there because I'm bringing you more.
Yeah, I'll leave the L3, but I'm taking the L2 up.
Okay. Well, there's loaded L3s that are ready to come down.
But leave them and deal with the Pulpwood.
Yeah.
Roger,
And
Roger.
I'll do the proper thing and actually apply handbrakes this time.
Of course, I will.
No, like
No,
that.
he's talking about
That is one thing about
in the
me
yard.
is that everyone can probably complain
Oh yeah, we
can,
know.
can complain about this about me is that I 99% of the time never set handbrakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never says handbrakes.
Just leaves the angle cocks open.
I don't even
He
do
doesn't even
that.
do that half the time.
The only time I actually will leave the ankle cocks open or apply the handbrakes is when I'm messing with a grade like Connolly or Walker.
Wait,
That's
so you just let them roll?
they're on
Oh,
flat
Joe.
ground.
Freestand.
They're on flat ground, so they won't roll.
He just lets them
Right.
freestand. But
Okay.
if you go try to kick cars into them, they'll fucking roll.
Right, I see.
If it's just like one or two cars, they'll fucking.
There was this one time during the live stream where we got a Nantahala boxcar. Logan told me to put it somewhere, and I kicked that son of a gun throughout the yard all the way to where no one ever goes.
Yeah, he kicked it all the way out to the lead track on the yard in Bryson. You know that little dead end track that turns left on the east end of Bryson that goes to like that just dead end, that dead ends out there.
Yeah.
That's the lead track for the Bryson yard. So you're not dragging stuff towards the equipment shed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He kicked it all the way through the yard and out that side.
Very good, Kurt. You should join the football team. And let's get this clear. Football is not what you guys think.
Oh, I know.
What you guys consider football is what we call rugby.
I don't even call it that because I don't even call football football. Like the only time I kind of call it
What do
football
you
is when there's literally nothing on. That's like the only time you'll see me actually put on like a football game
So what?
or hold on real
So what?
fast, and this is going to sound very annoying, or as the other countries call it, football.
Yeah. So what do you call it then?
I YouTube don't sue me for saying this, but I call it the sports
Hey,
where there's a whole lot of people.
Mask is not a sports person.
I
First of all,
no, hold on. I am a diehard hockey fan.
Oh, yeah.
okay, the only sport he watches is hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Bear that in mind.
I would laugh if he said race cars, but because it'd be NASCAR. But yeah, continue.
But anyways, what you guys consider football, we
Which is
consider
what?
as
Yeah.
is soccer.
Yes.
Now, rugby for you all,
Yeah, which is
There-
what it is.
there's a sport over here called rugby as well.
It's not what we think.
Not what you guys think, I know. But we also have football as well, but it's like you're all rugby.
Yeah.
Now, baseball and softball, that's just baseball and softball.
Yeah.
Same thing with basketball.
All right, I got the switch is all set for you, Logan, so that way you'll have a green to come into the Whittier area.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not sure if Siege knows about the Connolly Creek incident.
Let me guess, Bigfoot came out of nowhere and derailed the whole thing.
That was
But
actually
continue.
the first. I believe that was actually the first ever reported incident on the WVS.
Yeah, you know, you could have told me before I ended up going up Connolly, which is what I'm doing right now. Oh, we got someone joining.
Just nothing derailed.
Brace yourself, people. We might have a new rail fan here.
Logan, your Discord cut out a little bit.
But it didn't even derail. This
Why
dumbass over here left the switch open for Connolly Creek as I'm driving through Whittier, the fast freight.
Whoa, hold on a second. Who are you pointing to here?
My dumbass.
Mask.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
point out right now. I'm the certified dumbass.
Yeah. He is a certified dumbass.
I just want to point out my grandmother yelled from in the kitchen. Yep.
Yes.
Go on, Grandma. Go on.
But anyway.
So
Good on you, Granny. Yeah.
uh
Oh, what's he want now? What's this guy want?
I don't know. But anyways, just continue the story.
Yeah, go on.
Wait, why does that username sound familiar?
I don't know.
But anyways.
But
But anyways.
So I am driving through Whittier. I'm doing 35 through Whittier because I've got speed. Well, we were double heading the front end in 3502 on
you can tell the story.
on the rear end of the train.
Yes.
Well,
And keep in mind, this was back when we were running basically 24/7 server. And
Yeah.
I was the only one that
days.
had I had all the time in the world.
Yeah.
I got him. Hold on.
he needs the Discord link. But I was driving the fast freight. We were 2,500 tons and like 2,000 feet long. So we were heavy.
Yeah.
Well, he was working Whittier.
Mm-hmm.
He left the switch open for Connolly Creek.
Ooh.
Hopefully that's
On the
one.
on the side that was
The side facing
that we were
the
coming
station.
from Bryson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Face Bryson. Well, I'm doing 35, and at the time we didn't have signals past Whittier, so the signal at Whittier glitched out all the time.
It would very rarely would it show a yellow.
Right.
Yeah.
So we would always just blow right past it.
Yeah.
I'm doing 35 and 2,500 ton through Whittier.
Oh.
With an engine at the back.
Yeah, pushing. Bear this in mind. Pushing. I look in front of me, and I'm no more than a half a car away from the switch.
Also, sorry for ignoring you, chat, but we're having fun.
Yeah, leave
So
us alone. Yeah, sorry.
I'm half a car away from this switch, doing 35. this dumb nut left the switch open, and the Y for Conley is 15 is rated for 15.
Yes.
So I see the switch open, and I slam it into emergency. Completely slam it.
It's actually rated for 25, but whatever.
Still, I was going way too fast for it.
Yeah.
Yep. And so you slam it, you do. Slam the thing, yep.
So I slam it into emergency. Do the same thing with the independent. I throw the reverser all the way into reverse and let the reverser or the throttle go wide open.
Ooh.
I stopped within 10 cars of that switch, not putting a single one on the ground.
Wow. Talk about a close call.
Hold on.
Was on you.
We've got it pinned in
We have it pinned in general chat.
yeah, here.
I'm looking for the new guy to pop in a voice channel.
Here, I just tagged you in it in general.
Oh my goodness. What a palaver. You're
Hold on,
literally right
real
on
fast.
the bend.
Hold on, let me copy image. Can I post images in the stream? Odd. I want to test something real fast. Okay, no. Hold on. Let me go back to Discord. Copy text, maybe? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can... No, I can't do that. But,
Damn.
I'll copy this, and for those of you who follow my, Discord, it will be posted in the general chat.
You can forward it.
That's my response to that.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah,
I mean, it
to the point where that's where we agreed. No more 24-hour servers. Because I had so much time on my hands that I was up day and night.
he was running 3 or 4 trains at a time.
But didn't have the time to check the points and switch them back.
No, like
Yeah.
I was running. I came to the point where they were hardly on, and I got down to the point where I could take a power nap and wake up when the passenger train would arrive at its final destination.
Or at a
Yeah.
switch point.
Yeah.
That just goes to show how much free time I had on my hands way back then.
Right.
And I still have a crap load of free time now, but it's not as bad as it was because
The server's not up.
yeah, server's not up 24/7. Hold on, let me drag him down.
Okay.
Hey, certified.
Hi.
All right.
So, a new
welcome to
member
the West Virginia
joined
Southern.
the team.
Logan, do you want to start him off?
I can.
Well, I mean, just like start him off with introduction and everything, like how we usually do.
Oh. Yeah. So, welcome to the shit show of West Virginia Southern, basically.
I like that.
That's basically what it is.
He's hired. He's gonna fit right in.
Basically, welcome to the shit show.
I like it. I like that a lot.
We're
Shit
not
show
up.
Western.
Yeah. It can be a shit show time sometime.
There's a couple people that you have to watch out for where it really turns into a shit show.
Yeah. So we the server's not up all the time, but when it is up, we do try to have a lot of fun. We've created a
Okay.
very fun environment. We do joke around a lot, and it's overall a fun environment, but it can be serious at some time.
Okay.
Yeah, our most serious time is actually in the morning because our morning is the
Yeah.
most busiest in game.
Same
Yeah,
with my
and-
my railroad, I should say.
Well, the reason why we're so busy in the morning is because we've got 2 passenger trains. We're trying to switch out a fast freight, get all the locals ready for everything to come in, stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the morning.
All right.
Siege.
But like,
Hold on, real fast, Siege. You bringing down more pulpwood for Logan?
Yeah, I'm heading to go get that pulpwood right now.
yeah,
Alright.
that's why I'm waiting for him in Wood here.
Alright, I was just wondering what the hell was going on.
But
Do you
like,
what happened? So, quick question. I've never gone to Alarka in my save. I'm working on that right now. Does it like get rid of the Alarka Junction station and it goes straight to Alarka?
no,
Because it's not.
you can keep Alarka. Like, you keep Alarka Junction.
Oh, there's Alarka Junction and just an Alarka section. Oh, okay. I'm blind.
Yeah,
I guess I
Yeah.
am.
yeah, you can actually teleport up there and see how it looks like for yourself.
Yeah.
All right. So I've never actually
Get a sneak peek.
been on a save that's worked to Alarka. I'm currently in that process.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
at stage 2 right now.
No, you're good. But so there is sometimes, like right now on the server, where we've been joking around for the past 2.5 hours.
Oh yes.
It's been a lot of fun the last 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's just been a mix of topics.
Oh
What you
yeah.
would expect.
Yeah.
Now the Discord can get wild at
And
some time.
and
Mine.
sometimes very crazy.
Yes.
Mine is a YouTube channel Discord, and all my friends are in it too. And also, we do Railroader in it too. So it's chaotic. Very
Well,
chaotic.
Hi.
Mask also does YouTube as well.
Yeah, I'm currently live on YouTube right now.
So he's a big reason why we're so successful. And
Ah.
we're also a big reason why he's so successful on Railroader as well, or on his YouTube.
Yeah, because when I started
Yeah.
doing this, I had like 200 subscribers or something like that, and now I'm all the way up to like almost 800 now.
Ah, nice.
So I used to be the owner of all of this.
Well, technically, you still are.
Well, technically, but I used to be in charge of everything.
But then the peasants took over the hierarchy.
Not really.
We
But I-
overthrew the government. Vive la France! Yeah, continue.
But I stepped down and let someone else take over. So
Deviant.
I can still run the server and stuff like that, but I'm also a leader and when new people join.
Mm.
So how often do you play Railroad?
Way too often.
Way too often.
They,
How-
He's
daily,
hired. He's hired.
How many hours? How
Oh,
many
yeah.
hours?
Yeah.
I'm pushing 600 right now.
Okay.
Well, he doesn't need the training exercise.
We
If
do-
you want exact numbers, I'm at 554.3 hours.
no, I don't need an exact number.
Yo.
All we do ask is before you start running trains and stuff like that, look through the important resources and all the the yard notes and stuff like that to get you familiarized on how we
Trackage.
do stuff.
Mhm.
Right. If
'Cause-
if you do derail something and stuff like that, put it in incident reports to let maintenance crews and people that take care of the trains and stuff like that let them know so we can put it out of service and get it repaired. We don't really enforce operation logs just for we don't really enforce it. There are a whole bunch of bulletin orders that you need to look out for. We do update. I try to keep those updated as much as I can. Um, we do have yard track lists. There's mainly we try to keep to the yard track list as much as we can, but that doesn't always happen.
And there's actually a
Um,
proper chain of command as well.
Right. Just we we've let me rephrase this. Yard masters control movements within yards if they're on. If
Yeah.
they're not on, it comes down to whoever's working in the. So, and if there's if we're not running CTC, everything's on ABS, and you just have to work with other crews on how to do.
Just a quick heads up. I've set 1200 to waypoint at 10 miles an hour. It's gonna go to the colony junction facing towards Whittier Station, and then it can come onto the main line and then back up to the end of your train and then connect up. I'm just gonna go and grab a bit more food. I should be back in a bit.
Okay, Mass, can you finish grabbing that for me, please?
Yeah, I just put it onto the maximum speed because the AI will manage the speed limit.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, how much mods do you have, or is there not a single mod?
On this save, there's not a single mod.
You
Yeah.
can have like client side mods like the whistle mod or the map enhancer. Like we don't enforce.
Like what?
So
Yeah.
for mods, the only mods that we would have would be if someone has like a client side mod, like better whistles or the map enhancer, and those are by choice; they're not a requirement.
I
Yeah.
know. They don't break the game or the map.
No.
So. I mean, I
Um,
have the two slot mod. Uh, I have all the locomotive customization mods. I have a lot of industry mods. I have like the L Extra Industries. What else?
Yeah,
What?
we just
I
run
have a
pure
lot. I have a
vanilla
lot.
on this server.
Yeah.
I've been playing Railroader for so long. I used to play with a mod called Birdtown. That's just how old I am, I guess, when it comes to Railroader.
But what we advise is try to figure out what your client side mod it, like your client side stuff, and your non-client side stuff.
I
And
don't think my any of my mods that like change the map or anything will break the server because
well, we just don't want it to run corrupt.
Yeah, because
Alright.
I will actually attest to this, and same with Logan. We had one of our guys that had a heavily modded server, and it got to the point where the passenger trains glitched out for him on our save.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, if to disable your mods folder, all you have to do is rename it to something else, and that will
Yeah.
turn off all the mods completely.
So, like, we don't mind you running client side mod. We just, from past experiences, we don't. From some people running no mods and do running mods, it can corrupt a save.
Alright, so not client side means map affecting, correct?
Like stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like it
Alright.
adds an
And then
industry or it adds
whistles
an
and
extra track.
bell mods or client side mods.
What is it?
Like bell mods and whistle mods, that's client side?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, that's only for you to hear. We only get the default stuff. But
Yeah.
at least for like most of our equipment, it's already pre-selected by one of the higher ups. And in order to change that, you must get permission from either the mechanic or one of the board of directors.
Alright.
Now,
Is there any choo-choos I can run Also, I have a question. Why is there a Santa Fe on passenger service?
That's what we run for our passenger services.
Okay.
So have you? I, you have not been on like any other server that has like a red marble unlocked or anything.
I not in a very long time.
Okay,
Well,
so
I'm pretty sure I have.
okay,
Actually,
so
yes, I have.
so red marble is the steepest grade in the game, almost 5%, or basically 5%.
I already know that
Yeah, we've
because
done a lot of
my friends
testing,
were.
and the Santa Fe's are the only locomotive to tackle that grade without any struggle, and we've tested it multiple times.
Yeah.
And we are in the process of getting red marble unlocked before the next huge update comes out.
What's that? Oh, it's the waypoint. So there will be less cars to deliver and stuff
Well, it's not just that;
or
it's the
repairs.
MOW because I'm not sure if you read that, but the line to Bryson to Fontana, they estimated it at over $250,000.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
so things are getting more realistic in money wise.
well, it's not even just that. They're starting to add MOW stuff in. So MOW is going to start having a purpose.
Oh, so I'm really. I think the farthest I'm gonna ever go is Fontana, and I already have that. So I just need to build to a lark, and I should be good.
Yeah.
I mean,
$250,000, like you don't. There's no way you can make that much money unless you spend oh, like 200 days
well,
in railroader. Like that's
it's
sad.
that's for all of the line from Fontana for 13 miles between Bryson and Fontana.
What's it just gonna be for the Whittier or Ella to Bryson repair?
Well,
I have no clue.
that's so. If you actually read the report, it actually says the prices are subject to change. Nothing is set in
Yeah.
stone.
Oh, but $250,000 is holy crap.
It's like 335,000.
I know.
Yeah.
But
That's no, my loan can't even do that for me. My max loan I've ever had is like 250,000.
Our max loan was
I
almost
mean,
$500,000 sometimes.
we don't have a loan right now, but we've got our max loan that we can take out right now, like 700,000 is our max loan.
Ah,
But
I
we
got
have
done paying my debt a few in-game days ago, so now I'm making like 20K a day, and
we're making about
because
40.
oh that's nice, nice.
Most of
I have bought in because I run my stuff modded, especially locomotives. I have the Southern H4 280, so Southern 401.
Look, and I'm going to have the train connect onto your ass end.
I have
okay.
two of those in my railroad, Fontana and Beaver River. One for ore, so like Robinson Gap and the Ella Extra Industry, Cherokee Coal, and the iron of it, or whatever it's called, irony of it, Iron Mine. Yes, kind of fishy. And then I have another one just doing like Whittier, Sawmill, Senzel, all the base game Bryson Industries, also Ella, like etc.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually the only one on this server that, well, other than a couple other people, that actually does run a modded server almost daily. And if you do want to join that, I just let me know, and I could send you the mod pack folder for it.
I bet you I have almost, if not like 99.99% of all your mods.
Because I'm just going to say it right now. My mods can hate your PC because Logan has a good gaming computer, and let's just say, Logan, you want to tell him that?
Basically broke my PC.
I just got this like this winter, so
Alright.
Well, I just got mine this winter, and I spent $3
what is
grand
it?
on mine.
What is yours?
It is a Vivus laptop that's got a RTX 3090 and an
Mine's
i9.
well, mine's also 99, and it's a tower though.
Alright. Alright.
I upgraded from just a desktop to a or laptop to desktop.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I like mine as a laptop is because mine's mobile.
Mm. Yeah, but I'm not taking mine anyways. Mine's just in my bedroom.
I'm
So-
constantly on the move, so
Well, my friend's asking me to go back into my friend's server. On
Yep.
ask what he's I don't. If I don't join back, that means he needs me for something.
oh, that's
So
fine.
if I don't join back, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, it's not a requirement for people to show up, but just like pop in every once in a while.
All right, I'll see you guys.
All right, see ya. You want me to invite him?
Yeah.
All right, members. Hold on. Where's the invite button? Oh, here it is. Invite people.
Here, I'm just going to cop. Oh,
All right, got it.
hey, Coop. Ice cream for dinner. Hey, just put them right there.
I'm busy typing.
Hey. Shit.
I stopped. I stopped.
Back up. You're good.
All right.
I'm gonna get up out of hell.
How heavy are you?
1100.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Get off one of my car. Oh no, that's Steege.
Hey, be advised, WVS 5012 is at 63%, so just watch the car. It might get a hotbox sooner than the others.
Which one is it?
5012.
5012. I don't even see that one.
It's one. It's the first blue car next to the green ones.
It's got 100% on oil.
Ah,
Hey up. Just to let you know, I'm still here, but I'm still chowing down on second food. So I'm still here, but I'm just eating at the moment. How did the new guy go?
Yeah, he went to another server.
no, I'm talking about the
Okay.
car itself, Logan. The car itself, 5012. Alright, pull this guy
It
in.
looks like you got someone else on as well. Oh, here he is.
Yep. Hey, Hardcore.
Howdy. Nice to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
Logan, you want to just do
Welcome
what
to
you
the
just did?
shit show.
Welcome to the what show?
The shit show of the West Virginia Southern.
The reason why we call it that is because this can get really out of pocket sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, this one ain't gonna make it.
I'm going to grab something to eat. I'll be right back.
Okay. But no, the reason why
Remember,
we
I'm live
call
on
it this
YouTube.
shit, I don't care. you've known this for how long? But the reason why we call it the shit show is because a lot of shit can happen at once.
It says it for itself, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
I
that
don't
is,
really, I don't really like cussing. So, do you mind if I just call it the trash show or something? The clown show, the freak show, the whatever show.
Yeah.
yeah, fair enough. That's fair enough.
Go for it.
Okay. So, I've
Um.
been on another railroader service before. It's been a while since I've done this.
Oh, has
yeah,
it?
things have changed.
Yeah.
Hmm?
A lot of things have changed.
Yeah. I mainly been trying to get mods to work, and I finally just actually learned how to install like root mods properly.
Oh, yeah. So we don't run mods on this server on this save.
I figured, and it's all right.
We've had issues of people in the past.
Like having mods and stuff that mess stuff up.
Yeah, we've had multiple corrupt saves, and
I understand. I understand.
like
There was like there's one mod I got that I got installed. It was something called fast line or something, high speed line, and
Yeah.
it messed up something, and so I uninstalled it.
well,
And I
railroader.
apologize. Sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. But railroader doesn't like modding right now, just because they're putting through so many updates and it's in beta phase,
Hmm.
where one update can throw all the mods off.
I see.
So we've decided not to run mods, and if we do, it's on its own save and everything else.
I understand.
All right, I'm back. Okay.
All right. So let's go. So what do we got going on here?
So right now
Well,
we've
right now
got
I'm dying on a piece of chicken.
right now
Why are
I've
you
got
doing that?
I don't know, probably. God.
right now I've got 5801 running to Dillsboro to drop off pulpwood cars. And then I think
Okay.
Mask or Steege is working in Whittier.
I'm not working in Whittier.
So it'd be Steege working in Whittier with the Whittier local.
Okay.
If you want to run with me as a conductor right now,
Okay. Apparently I don't know why, but never mind. It's something to do with mods. For some reason, the track mod, like 2 track mods I have, are apparently showing up on this server, but I'm gonna avoid using them entirely.
Okay,
so yeah,
Or
so
so hold on.
well,
To disable your mods, all you gotta do is rename your mod folder to something else.
yeah,
Well, it's kind of complicated, so I'ma just hold on. I think I actually have something that can disable them. I think. Let me see if I can find it.
Siege,
Okay.
what are you doing?
Hold on.
Is Siege still here, or did he step away?
I think he might have stepped away. I don't know.
he's eating. He's still working, but he's eating.
Right,
That's
because
something about chicken. Okay, so I'll just avoid using the mods entirely if I can help it.
Yeah. The easiest way we've found to like disable them and you still be able to use them is just renaming them to something.
like
And then
I have a modded folder myself, and I still have it labeled as mods, but I added like an extra character or something to disable the folder.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
Nice.
you'll have to restart your game in order for it to work. But
Hmm.
it's literally just that simple to do.
Okay. I just don't want the game. I just don't want y'all's server to break or anything.
We keep backups, so like we've got a channel in the Discord that only a few like server hosts can see, like certain people can see that host the server. And after every session, we take the save file and put it into the Discord to where we have always a backup save.
Okay. Smart thinking. Okay.
Because
Okay.
we know
So
there's a lot of people that mod and stuff like that.
Steve,
And
if
we
you're at
just
1200, can you put something in the chat?
okay. Now
You
what
might
were
have-
you? Now what were you talking about earlier?
I was running 5801 if you wanted to join me.
Let's see, 58, 58. Oh, you must be talking about the 280. I think I know where you're at. I see it.
Um,
Um, okay. All right. I'm on your train now. I can't. I'm just hopping between cars basically. I'm just holding on to the side of one for dear life.
Are you on a green pulpwood car?
No, I'm on a log. I'm on a flatbed car with logs on it. One of those log cars.
Oh yeah, that's pulpwood. I see you
Okay,
back
I
there.
keep forgetting. Hello.
If you select the engine and
Logan?
hit Control 0, you'll get automatically teleported to the cab.
I think we got
Oh,
a runaway train.
Uh-oh.
Whittier, hold on. Buttons.
Go ahead and stop it.
It stopped.
Okay.
It's on the main, just outside of Vela.
All right.
It wasn't even on
I meant to-
throttle. I don't even think it was on throttle. I'm saying that back to the waypoint. It's going in the shed.
I just like running in sandbox mode, truth be told.
Yeah, we run in company.
Yeah,
But
for a bit of a challenge, I guess you could say.
well, it's not even just a bit of a challenge. We like um company mode a lot because it shows progression. So like we're on day 65. We are making 40 basically $42,000 a day.
That's the kind of money I need in real life.
Oh, trust me, I think we all need that.
I was about to say.
I wish I was making $41,000 a day.
You'd be lucky if you make that a month.
Right?
So, seeing as how the map in Railroader is essentially based off what we know as the Great Smoky Mountains Railroad over North Carolina, I actually rode that railroad a few years ago, back in 21.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
how-
well, then a year later, I went to the Reading and Northern Railroad.
Oh, we've got a person that works on the Reading. A couple of people that work on the Reading.
Hold on, my grandma's
Reading-
calling me.
Okay. So Logan, I'm moving the logging cars out of that siding because the game is now starting to unload the logs from the Walker branch instead of the ones on the L3.
Yeah. The reason why I just put them there for the time being because they were on the ass end of
I'm kind of curious on how 1200 made it all the way down here.
Yeah.
You want me to have 3502 run down there, light power?
Down to Dills, yes.
Alright. Because it needs coal and water. That's an absolute need it needs to have.
Well, it needed to come down here anyways.
Yeah. All of its work in Silva is done. Pulpwood has been serviced and everything.
Oh, you're talking about 3502? I was talking about. Never mind. But yeah, go ahead and bring it down to Dillsboro. Did you take cars back up to Silva to load out
Yes.
or to be unloaded?
Yes.
Okay.
How far away are you from Dills? Oh, never mind. I actually see you.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to pull in Dill's yard.
Yeah. 3502 is coming from all the way from the Silva yard, so it's going to be a hot minute before it gets down here.
Okay, sorry about that. It's my grandma.
Yep, no
She
problem.
All
walked
good.
in. Sorry about that.
Hey, no need to apologize when it's a family matter.
Okay.
We're very understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she turns 80 years old this week, anyways. Well, this coming week.
Wow.
And believe it or not, she throws fireworks at me. She actually does. I'm not lying. Alright, so what do we have? Just waiting to see what we got going on.
So we just basically have to separate these cars on between color between the two
Okay.
tracks because we've got
Yeah.
the
So
two
we're
different
we're separating the blue ones from the green ones.
yeah.
Alright, I'll get out and do it. Now, y'all said earlier that there's someone on the server who works for the Reading and Northern.
We've got two people that do it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, one of
Huh.
them's actually a dispatcher for the Reading and Northern.
I wonder if, no. I was wondering if it was that one conductor I talked to when I rode the doubleheader with 2102 and 425. It was on the return trip.
I don't know what time MC works. I know Xavier usually works the night.
Yeah, he's the nighttime dispatcher.
And we just know everyone by their Discord names. We don't know anyone by their real name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think his actual name is Xavier.
Yeah.
It's none of my business what their names are, but I was just it was just a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, we try to back into the hole. Put him
Okay,
back in
just
here.
let me get over here.
So how long have
Okay,
you been
keep
playing?
going.
How long have you been playing Railroader for hardcore?
I got it in December, I think. I have about 116.1 hours.
Okay, so still.
All right, and stop. All right, put the brakes on.
So still fairly fresh rookie.
Yeah. Okay, I got the air hoses taken care of. So, all right, let me run back to these green hoppers and disconnect them.
Alright.
Okay, green hoppers are disconnected. Go ahead and pull forward.
Hey, look, and just an FYI, 3502 just knocked down the signal out of Silva.
Copy.
All right, where are the green hoppers going? I meant pulpwood cars.
Next
What
track
did I-
over.
Okay. All right, and you're good. Oh, there's Siege. He's riding on the side of one of the pulpwood cars.
Yeah, I think Siege went AFK.
Okay. All right. All right. Keep going. Keep going. Keep on. All right. Keep going. Keep going. And stop. All right, that'll do.
Where's that locomotive going?
3502.
Yeah.
It's going to collect that car that's ready to get pulled out of the repair track and put it on the
Okay.
ass end.
All right. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's just now entering
Um,
the Dillsboro proper now.
okay.
Hold on.
We've got
Which engine are we talking about? Is it 3502?
yeah. Mass is
Okay.
running that one. You're just running with me right now. So if we
Okay.
want to go ahead and disconnect all this stuff, we gotta get filled up on coal and water, and then hook up to our outbounds.
You guys should be hearing
happened
me
here?
any moment now.
Lift your angle cock open.
Hold on. Oh, yep.
If you shift click
Yeah,
on the
it'll
yeah.
It took me a while to learn that.
Yeah, we try to normalize all of our switches when we get. That's another big thing for us.
Let's see. Did we just? Hold on. What are we waiting for?
I was just gonna go ahead and go back to the turntable while he's pulling that one out, so we can get turned around, and then on the way out, we can
Okay.
just get coal and water.
All right. Well, I'll You want me to go ahead and throw the switch or wait?
I just threw the switches.
Okay. All right. I guess pull back whenever you're ready.
I'll wait for you guys to go onto
Yeah.
the turntable before I pull out.
And we'll just leave these switches open for him because he's got to come.
All right. So which direction do you want me to Are we even turning the locomotive?
Doesn't matter as long as you turn it 180 degrees.
Okay.
Logan, the two cars which will be on the head end are for Walker. The rest are for Connolly.
10-4.
To give you an exact
Keep going. Next,
Okay,
next track. Next track.
Oh, next one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those cars are WVS 5040 and 5041 are the ones
Copy.
for Walker.
Okay. That should do it. Do we? Nah. Never mind. Okay.
Most of us train engineers are very proactive. Because
I
most
can
of the time,
believe that.
most of the time we're working by ourselves.
I can understand that. I
Well-
actually live like near two rail lines. Like, well, it's complicated. I actually live right down the road from a spur line.
In between, um, 3 lines, but
Um,
technically 4 lines.
is one abandoned?
No.
Okay.
2 are Norfolk Southern and 2 are CSX.
I live by CXX, Norfolk Southern, Youngstown Southeastern, and Ohio Central.
Oh, wait.
It's got to be over the tender to get water.
Okay. I'm out here in CSX country, former Seaboard territory.
Oh, I'm at Huntington Locomotive Shops. That's where I
Oh.
live.
Logan, do you want me
Okay.
to just put this Dillsboro, this boxcar for Dillsboro repair in the area for it?
Yeah, it's got like 93 ton of repair parts.
Okay. Um, can I give the name of like one of the rail lines I live near?
What,
Right.
the Seaboard?
Well, I meant like the rail line name, like subdivision name, if you even know what I mean. No, it's not the A line. No. I mean, I've been up like near that area. I think. Yeah, I actually went there a few years ago. But one of the rail lines I live near is, I don't know if any of y'all know of it, but it's called the CSX Andrews subdivision. It's named after.
Andrewsville? Yeah.
Oh, you know that line? Oh yeah. I actually live near Andrews, South Carolina. I'm not gonna say exactly where because I don't want no one to come stalk me. Now, if y'all know where, now, if people who I know personally, I mean, I'd let them know where I live because I trust them, but I have no clue who y'all are. So
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, the Andrews subdivision used to be a years ago before I came along. It was a somewhat like modernized line for its time, but then when when Seaboard Coastline came along, I think that's when things began to get wound down. Used to have CTC signals, but then they all got ripped up.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, except at Dillon, where it crosses the A line.
Alright, I'm gonna wait for you guys to run around me before I move.
I'm running around on the main.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Dillsboro is our storage yard.
Okay.
We got probably, like 60, 50 grand worth of stuff just sitting here?
Yeah.
This yard literally sees very, 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 very little use.
Yeah, very little traffic.
It's just
Yeah.
pulpwood and that's it.
Yeah. On my own personal map thing, most of my traffic, I guess you could say, is coal.
Yeah.
Kirkland?
No, Robeson Gap coal mine.
Robinson?
Yeah, Robinson, yeah, that's what I meant to say. I thought it was Robeson for some reason.
Yeah.
Robinson is a big part of our
I said
trains too, but
I said our biggest part is probably Whittier.
Yeah.
busiest yard, yes.
Yeah.
There's one mod I have. In fact, one mod I have actually adds a coal mine, like a big coal mine at Kirkland.
Yeah, I have that mod, and I'm only at tier 3 with that, and I get like 140 cars a day sometimes.
I don't even know how to properly work it. I mean, am I
It's not
supposed to?
hard.
Do I just
Well, there's
Controls well.
there's two different versions of it. There's the one where it auto puts it, and then there's the one where it manually gets done.
Okay, which one? Hold on, let me see if I can find the auto one. Let me see. Let me go to Nexus mods. Okay. Kirkland.
Logan, your rear headlight's still on, by the way.
Adds different features. Oh, I think I found it.
Yeah, I have that one because if you do it the manual way, that just takes up too much work and too much time.
Okay. Okay, I'm back in the engine now.
Okay. Like right now right now we don't really do a lot the afternoon because most of everything's done. But once midnight comes around, it's
That's when
go time.
hell, that's just the start of hell.
Yeah.
That's when all heck breaks loose.
Oh no, all heck breaks
Correct.
loose at 4 o'clock in the morning.
That is very true.
Because 4 o'clock in the morning, we have the mainline freight that comes in and building. We got the passenger trains that are starting their service. We got the locals on the way. We have MOW. We have potentially the log train if it's still sitting on the main line.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit that goes on. Sorry.
Now, Logan, don't derail twice like you did last time.
Oh no, it's on 80.
Ah, okay. Also, I feel really bad for whoever's going to mess with the storage cut.
With what?
The storage cut once this gets moving, if it ever moves.
Oh yeah. Well, it'll move once we unlock.
Oh
Red
no, I did
Marble
something
because-
extremely evil.
Oh, you're a dick.
We'll just blame the kids.
Okay, so later on, I'm gonna try to install that mod that makes the Kirkland coal mine mod automated.
Yeah.
I mean, Mask can probably send it to you.
I have it. I just downloaded it. I just
Hmm.
I just hope I install it the right way.
Yeah.
I think don't I don't think Unity Mod Manager works. Don't you have to use that thing called Rail Loader?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine's
Okay.
actually still enabled, even though I have my mod set disabled.
Same as mine.
Okay. I'll try to get that sorted out later on.
Okay, hold on. Who's is chat behaving themselves? Yeah.
What is it?
Nothing. I was just wondering. We've had a solid 3 viewers for like the last hour.
Wait,
One of
this is
them are
being streamed?
Yeah.
yes, yes. I'm a YouTuber and I do live streams whenever we have our sessions, and that's one of the reasons why we are so big.
Oh.
We are so big, like how we are, is because
Oh, I see.
some of them actually came from my streams, and some of them just joined just because.
I see.
Hmm.
I didn't realize this was being streamed.
Yeah.
I'm actually a streamer myself.
Streaming
Yeah.
on what?
What streaming platform?
I do YouTube and Twitch, and every now and then I'll go to my own personal Facebook page, do one there.
I stream purely on YouTube, and we've actually done a interview live stream several months ago, and we're going to
It
be.
wasn't that long ago.
I will open up YouTube to prove you wrong. No, not Nexus. I want YouTube.
It wasn't that long ago.
Hold on. I will do the checking. Hold on. Live broadcasts. Yeah, it actually was several months ago. We did the interview live stream on January 11th on 2025.
Huh. Let me see if I can find y'all. What's your YouTube name?
Here, I'll actually type it in the chat, because if you don't know how to spell it properly, you won't know how to.
You won't find it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll
It's
give you a subscription.
yeah, it's that.
Okay, I think I see you now.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
have
go.
a
Let me go to-
image of a GP9RM 7225 of the Youngstown Southeastern Railroad. That's my profile picture.
You said a GP38?
A GP9RM.
No. Sorry. Okay, I just dropped you a subscription.
And I think I just got that notification.
You're welcome.
But no, yeah, he streams a lot. I would highly advise when you stream on here, rate it for 18 plus, because none of us in here give a crap. Like,
some of us do, but other. So
Yeah.
long story short, we turns into our funny ha, but there are times where we go to funny. Okay, we went too far.
yeah,
Yeah, I just don't cuss at all.
Buddy, you are in the wrong server. No offense, I'm just making that statement.
It's all right. I understand.
like we don't mind having you on, but there's a lot of people that cut.
I can't control what they say.
Yeah,
It's their business, not mine.
yeah. Like at least we do try to
Like-
control ourselves with the cussing.
Yeah,
because y'all don't want to get sued or anything.
Well, it's not even just that. There's some of us that have human decency, like me.
Yeah.
I can control myself, but there's other
Yeah.
times where people do dumb crap when I'm dispatching and
And you
not
get
listening.
tipped off with them, I guess.
And you have to be stern as the dispatcher, and you say some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I swear, my grandmother will disagree to this, but I swear every now and then. But the main point I swear is when I get my point, when I'm trying to get a point across, or when I
Yes.
or when I'm just too lazy to find another word.
Like, with me, there's not really a lot of things that make me mad. Unless it's someone that's like, they know everything.
Yeah.
Like, especially
Like-
if it's like a longtime veteran or if someone that's been known
Yeah.
to have issues in the past with us.
Ugh. I'm
Yeah.
back.
Hey, Siege, welcome back.
Where you been?
Well, just finishing off food and doing my bedtime routine because it's gone way past 9 o'clock here where I live. Any work left to do?
We will be skipping time soon.
Gotcha.
Well,
I mean-
maybe. I may be getting off for a little bit.
Alright.
Oh, well, at least I did my part.
I don't know if I want to be up tomorrow or not.
let me
I
check
know the server's up every Friday,
Yeah, every Friday is like our main
but
game
it's
night.
late. It's late on Friday because
Yeah.
that's when.
Yeah. And I won't be on that Friday because I got rest early because that Saturday I'm waking up early to do travelling for an hour to see a heritage railway, so I won't
Okay.
be there for that.
An hour? All you gotta do is travel an hour.
Yes, don't forget we live on a very small island compared to you guys. An hour
Yeah.
to us in a car feels like a pretty long time.
And I
Okay.
can understand that.
Okay, there's actually stuff you could do down in Alarka. The copper mines and a couple industries need to be have freight pulled out.
On it.
Hey, Mask,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
rubbing off. What else do you think I'm doing?
Go turn around the passengers.
Alright.
Because as soon as I get this thing turned around, to Bryson, I'm skipping time.
And just prepare everything for mainline freight service.
Midnight service. Yeah. So we run all of our freight through our mainline train, which gets ran twice a day. It gets ran once at about 8 a.m. is when it leaves Silva, and then once at midnight.
Join crew ACRR X1400. That's the local unit.
Yep. Oh, the whistle sounds horrible on it.
It's not our railroad, so.
Yeah. And I got the whistle mods to change that easily.
Me too.
Anyway.
I don't know about
we
you
are
guys.
at Whittier.
Yep, we're at Whittier.
I don't know about y'all, but it looks like it wants to rain in the game.
Good. I'm tired of seeing sunlight and clouds. I wanted to change the weather. where I'm living now, it's about 30 degrees. I
Oh.
can't. Brits don't do well in heat. We don't do well in the cold. We don't do well in the heat. We just can't. Thank you.
Well, I'm not trying to mock you, but you'd probably roast if you were to come here where I'm at. I'm in
No,
South
I agree.
Carolina.
Agree. I'd be turned into a Kentucky Fried Chicken. I would.
Well, I'd probably bring a water hose to hose you down, probably.
See, the one thing you need to know about us, we either burn, we don't tan or we burn. It's simple as that. We can't tan.
It's because you guys are used to a colder climate. Because, like you said, y'all are on an island.
That and plus it does nothing but rain.
Let's rain for once be a blessing. It's too freaking hot.
Oh, we were supposed to. We're leaving everything except for the first two.
Oh, I messed up. Darn it. Sorry about that.
Mistakes
Alright,
happen.
close the angle cock. Alright, close the angle cock and come back. Alright. Back up. Easy does it and stop. In fact, a little bit more.
So weird that was.
Okay, that'll do. Let me make sure. Okay, handbrake's on this one. Alright, we're good to go.
So we gotta go to the engine shed and wait for the log cars to get done. Because we
Okay.
bring those back as well.
Okay. Wait, what? Did I just glitch?
What?
Yep, I glitched. Somehow or another, I just glitched. Either lag or something else. I don't know what it is.
We've had a lot of weird experiences on this server that we just can't explain.
Huh.
I just hate how painfully slow these Alarka industries are.
Yes. Alarka's supposed to be getting a revamp again.
Really?
That, from what I've heard.
I saw something that
And
there's gonna
apparently
be
we're
like
going to be
some
getting
sort of new.
we're going to be getting new steam engines as well and more locomotives.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What are we looking at? Like, what are we looking at? Like small little dudes or mixed traffic?
I don't know, but that's just a rumor I've heard through a grapevine.
Well, sometimes you have to take things with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
You want me to unhook these?
No.
All right. Why won't the coupler open? There we go. Wait.
Hey,
Close the angle cock.
hey, Mask.
Yeah.
Oh, you're working.
Yeah,
The
I got
passengers.
4801 turned around. I just have to set it for the track to get refilled on coal and water, so that way it's out of the way. Siege, if you want to run up to the other copper mine first before you push in those.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but there's only one hopper, but I will do that.
Oh, if it's just one hopper, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, there was only like two at the other one, so.
Yeah.
Logan, you might want to close the angle cock on 4801 because I can't do it. It won't let me.
Oh, because you're not on that train crew.
Ah, darn. I'm at 5801. Darn it.
So you gotta go to train crews
Hold on, let me
and select on that train crew.
Okay, let me find it. Crews. Alright, there we go. 8E17. I can't find it.
It would be under number 5 pulpwood.
There we go. I see it.
Yeah,
Alright,
we
there
have
we
it
go. I
set-
got the angle cut though.
Yeah, we have it set up like that because we had a troll join us a few months ago and absolutely kind of set us back a few months or a few days.
You said a troll?
Yeah.
Ah, dang. No game immune from them, man.
Siege, right by the station track, there's a flatbed that needs to be pulled out as well.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And then there's
I'll
a
go
box,
deal with it.
and then there's a
Yep.
boxcar at L. Smith Machining that needs to get pulled out as well.
Thank you.
And I think that will be it until we skip time.
Yep.
There's some logs going by the shed. I can't get out. I gotta go the other way. Personally, I hope we get a 484 or something in Railroader.
Will the track actually be able to handle that, though, is the question.
Well, it's a
It'd have to be-
simulation.
It would have to be a mainline train.
Yeah.
We already got a mod for 284.
There's a mod out there for an articulated locomotive.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Chesapeake and Ohio 1309. The
Yeah,
I forgot the class. H something or other.
Yeah, but it's not as powerful as the T1.
Nothing will
Yeah.
ever be as powerful
And
as that
it's gonna
blasted
be-
T1.
I like the T1 personally. I mean, it's a beast.
I quite like all the other mod locomotives, like the smaller little tank engines. I think they're great. Like there's this one. It's a Prairie. It's a 262. That is perfect for the Walker branches. That is perfect size.
Someone actually modded the Amtrak Charger units into the game. Now, I don't expect Siege to know that because
Yeah.
you're not American.
Yeah, I actually saw that, but then I saw something where the person said he didn't want anyone making third-party reskins or something,
Yeah.
which kind of stinks. But I mean, it's his mod; he gets to do what he wants with it.
Mm-hmm. It's actually been quite some time. I actually like how they added the weather dynamic into the game.
Yeah,
But I
It was
actually
kinda
kind of,
nice.
I kind of wish it was like random, like Derail Valley.
And I wish they had snow in it. Maybe they'll add it soon.
Well,
Hopefully.
This part of North Carolina receives very little snow during the wintertime. I actually looked it up. At most, you get like maybe, if you're lucky, an inch or two.
Here in
Maybe
South Carolina, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, maybe global warming might change things up. You never know.
Well, here in South Carolina, the part I'm at, you get snow like every few years. Sometimes you get it consecutively, like once or twice a year. Maybe, just maybe.
That's actually a really nice challenge, Logan. Is that we drive when someone has the game mode foggy out, because then we actually have to pay attention to signals.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Do a full day on foggy.
Yeah.
And what did I do? I got a mod that turns off derailments so I could just run wide open. Only downside is you don't need to go 100 miles per hour. You don't get to beat Mallard's record.
That record will never be beaten. I will stand by that.
What record?
The one Mallard set, London Northeastern Railway A4 4468. That one. That dude.
Yeah, basically we had this big blue steam engine that was streamlined, which was part of the LNER, which was a company in the UK. and it broke the Steam speed record at 126 miles an hour, and that's been like that for the rest of the time, and it will continue to do so. But you American boys are trying to build a locomotive that will
That'll
try
beat
and
that
beat.
record.
Yeah,
The Pennsylvania Railroad T1, which is essentially a divided drive engine. But I honestly don't know
locomotive
if the T.
looks like it's on steroids.
I don't. Why couldn't the Pennsylvania Railroad just settle for a simple 484?
Because they were the Pennsylvania that gave us the god awful Penn Central Railroad.
Oh
That's
yeah,
good.
that's right.
now, what
All
I
right.
don't get is that if you are trying to beat the Steam record, why are you trying to beat it now? When our idea of speed is well faster than what a steam train can do. Am I, what's the word I'm looking for? Salty
Crazy?
about it? Yes, I am. But,
Hey y'all.
Yeah.
come on.
Well, because the British knew what they were doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, what
I
were you
like
saying?
I like British locomotives. I have a very strong liking towards them.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, real fast,
Yes.
everyone. What were you saying, Logan?
I'll stop. I'm gonna be getting off the rest of the night.
All right, let me just get this train
Oh.
turned around and I'll stop it.
Alright, I've stopped mine on the mountain.
That's dangerous.
Well, I've got its handbrake on.
Just put the handbrakes on and you should be good. If it's gone in the
Yeah.
morning, then we'll find it at the bottom of a cliff.
Yeah, well, it's by... Yeah, you'll find it, don't worry. Right.
All right.
I've done that intentionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think this was a successful day of work and also a live stream video. We got 2 new people
And
today in the
And
span of like.
Yay!
a return.
And a return.
I'm back.
I don't know
and a conversation about speed.
I don't know how old this comment is in chat. Always one rotten apple, but can't let it spoil the bushel. What does that even mean?
It means person brought an apple, but something I don't know. What was the comment again?
Yeah,
Always
you're going
one rotten
above.
apple, but oh, I think I know what this part of the conversation was. Is that when we were saying how we do our jokes to funny haha, and people make it into funny. Okay, you went too far moment.
Probably.
Yeah, those nutters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but anyways, thank you all for tuning in. Yeah, this is Logan Law, Siege, and Hardcore SC.
Hell yeah.
It's actually ZC. It's actually ZC, but y'all just want to call me ZC or whatever. It's whatever y'all want to call me.
All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in to this live stream, everyone, and
Yes,
I'll
sir.
see y'all in the next one. Peace out.
Adios. Y'all take care. God bless.